Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo.
Welcome to our May 28th Satsang here at the Kriya Yoga School. Welcome to all our Kriya Yoga School members. Welcome to everybody watching here on YouTube. Good to see you. I look a little blurry, right?
You do.
I don't know
what's
why
going
that
on.
is.
Maybe it'll come back in.
There's always something at the last second. Let me see, maybe my phone's getting, maybe my fan's getting, does it look better? Or
Yeah,
wonder
you're
why
in focus.
not-
I can see you look a lot better.
I don't know why my camera went out of focus in the last second. But anyway, take two. So back here at our May 28th live stream, Vedagurudev Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang. Anybody is watching on YouTube, please post your comments in the YouTube chat. We'll get to all your comments. And as always, if you have any interest in Kriya Yoga, join our free Kriya Yoga school. Free. There just went my fan. Fell down.
Something is going on in the universe. I'm having problems too.
Yeah. Man.
Like, we're yogis. We don't give up. We will keep going.
Crazy out here.
Yeah.
Crazy on the streets.
Yeah, it's rough out on these streets.
Be cool, man. Be cool. All right. Just when I got my fan set up and everything was cool, it fell down and take three.
Man, oh man.
So as I was saying, if you want to learn Kriya Yoga for free, discover the secrets of Kriya Yoga 100% free. freekriyayogamasterclass.com. It's 100% free. Join our group. We have a lot of good information. If that's not enough for you, you could book a call with me, Kriya Yoga Master. There it went again.
All right.
All
we'll
right.
Keep going.
I don't know what's going on here today.
I think our songs are a threat to some energies out there, but we will keep going on. So we're yogis. We do not quit. Oh, now it's getting blurry. Okay. Babaji, help us. Whatever's happening, help us.
All right. It's now blurry. It's blurry again.
Yes.
I mean, everything was cool up until we just press go. All right.
It looks like you keep going in and out.
Let me see.
Maybe we just push forward.
Trying to think how I could make it.
Yeah. These songs are not rehearsed. It's all live. Now it's clear. Now, okay, now you're good.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a hell of a way to start our first 5 minutes. But all right, take number 4.
Okay.
All right. So welcome to our May 28th live stream Satsang Q&A here. I'm joined by me, Vedagurudev, and Veronica. So like I was saying, if you want to learn the secrets of Kriya Yoga, 100% free, join freekriyayogamasterclass.com. If that's not enough for you and you want to upgrade and learn more advanced techniques and you need help, book a call with me, Vedagurudev, at kriyayogamasterclass.com, and we'll try to solve all your problems. And I'll give you one-on-one coaching that's available to all our Kriya Yoga students in our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. So it's 50% off right now, $50 a month, and the better value is $250 per year for our annual. So it'd probably take some time, at least a year. Veronica's been here for a year, so let's get you on the path of Kriya Yoga. So with that said, how you doing today, Veronica? This has already been an interesting
Yeah.
Satsang, fun and sin, but keep on keeping on.
Yeah. I'm great. Thank you for asking. So all week after each sat song, I'll start thinking and crafting new spiritual questions for the next sat song, and I save them on my phone. And when inspiration comes, like through conversations or things I observe or videos or things I read, and 3 times my notes have disappeared, so something's going on. And I don't know, I was like you, Vedagurudev, you want to dance? Let's dance. So now I have a system. I'll like screenshot my questions and write them down, so I have a written proof that these questions exist. But I feel like, I don't know, like my ego is trying to I don't know, stop me from having these questions, or something's trying to stop me, or something weird's going on in the air. But I will not be denied. The sat song will happen. So I'm excited to see where our sat song goes tonight. So
Yeah, you could see after 46 Satsangs, my fan has never fallen. It fell 4 times in the last 5 minutes. So, and if I
yeah,
don't have my fan on, it starts to look blurry. And but keep on keeping on. That's the best you got. We
yeah.
dance. I'll put the fan up 10 million times till you want. Like P Diddy said, "Can't stop, won't stop." Yeah,
Won't
yeah,
stop.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going. You
Yeah.
want the fan? I don't know what happened. The fan never fell, but now it fell in
No.
four times in 5 minutes. So I'll put it up another 100 times if you want. Keep going. We will not
Yeah.
be denied here at the Kriya Yoga School.
No.
So sometime life happens to even Veronica and Vedagurudev, you know. The
You're like,
universe doesn't want our questions to come out, don't want our satsang to happen, want you to get frustrated and stop, but we never stop. We never give up.
never.
So
Never
I'll,
surrender.
I'll I'll tell you, every single initiation I've been to or pilgrimage is always the ego blocking it. It's always putting some obstacles or some resistance. Every single time I've done anything spiritually related, it always tries to put doubts in your mind. It always tries to question. I don't know. You don't have money for this,
Mhm.
or this is fake. This is not real, or you know. With everybody, it'll always try to put those blockages, because once you surrender and go wholeheartedly into Kriya Yoga, the ego knows it's going bye-bye.
Bye
So
bye.
it always wants to stop you. So it always wants to live. It always wants some more lower frequency emotions to eat. So if you start raising your vibrations, it has no food to eat. So the ego is always that little devil on your shoulder, always trying to put questions, doubts, resistance, blockages into your spiritual path. So today is no exception for even Vedagurudev.
Nope.
He, if it takes me putting up the fan 5 times to get it going, we still going.
Yeah.
So
You're used to
we
climbing
make
mountains.
we're used to climbing mountains. We make sure we have a sanctuary, a safe space, no matter what it takes, every week. Never frustrated, never give up, never leave any yogis or yoginis behind. So with that said, I've been rambling on enough. Let's get to some questions, or let's start our May 28th live stream satsang here at the Kriya Yoga School.
Well, we've got a couple hellos, so I'll bring those
Hello.
up. Sandy says, "Hi guys, could be spirit activity. Love the ones across the veil trying to get your attention." Yes.
Well, whatever spirit activities out there, they want to fight, let's fight.
Yeah. I got moves.
Okay. You want some spirit activity? I got some for you. But yeah, Vedagurudev never give up. No matter how many times his fan stops. I've climbed the Himalayan mountains, slept in a cave for many days. This is light work over here.
Yeah.
So all you spirit activity that want to dance, let's dance. I got you, you know.
I got you. I got your number. Sandy says, "Keep calm and carry on." Yes, indeed.
Keep calm and carry on.
And,
All right, good.
Paul is in the background. He says, "Greetings. Good, Veronica. I was afraid we were going to run out of questions. We'll never run out of questions."
Oh, we never run out of questions. Even when Veronica was here, she sent me, I think it was 26 questions.
Yes.
I only answered the first question, and the other 4 hours were YouTube questions. So as long as you have questions, we have answers. So keep them coming.
Yeah. I'm too curious to give up. Let's see.
Too many questions out here in the world for us to give up.
Sandy says this happens to me a lot because I work as a medium. This is how they say they love messing with the electronics, especially. Yeah.
Yeah, when you have a higher vibration or a higher consciousness, they can't mess with you because you're unattached to them. So they like to play with your fan. They like to play with your computer. They like to play with your earphones, your earbuds. So
Yeah.
come on, that's the best you got, you know? So yeah.
You better do better. Sandy says nothing to fear.
Nothing to fear at all. We're fearless yogis over here and yoginis, so we stay in a higher state of fearlessness. We just kind of become the detached witness and step back from the TV and laugh at this like the joke it is, you know. Like I said, we've done 46 4 hours or sometimes 5 or 6 hours satsangs here. My fan has never fell. In the first 5 minutes, it fell 5 times. So
Yeah.
keep on keeping on. All right, that's a good one. You got me. All right, so
Yeah.
let's go. You know.
Yeah. I'm not going to be fun for you. I have a question with like what's going on. So, how do you maintain spiritual growth during periods of doubt or spiritual plateaus?
Just don't get attached to it. Like laugh at it like the joke it is. Get your popcorn and just watch it from a distance, the same way you would witness a movie. You know, not try to get attached to the movie. You know, just kind of step back and take it with a grain of salt and watch the comedy movie like it is. Most people, they're attached to any kind of outcome, or they like to see them in the movie, like, and that's how you go down that rabbit hole. But if you're unattached, no matter what happens, you just kind of laugh at it like the joke it is. You step back from the TV and just witness it exactly how it happens and say, yeah, okay, that's the best you got. Keep trying. So yeah, so that's basically how I would say. I like when Patanjali says in the Yoga Sutras, the line to God is not a straight line, it's a zigzag. So this happens to all yogis. Some days are better than other days. We go straight on the path, we fall off the path, we dust ourselves off, we keep going, but we never lose sight on the oneness, the higher consciousness, the ultimate goal, Satchananda, absolute being, absolute consciousness, absolute bliss. So we always keep that focus. And no, my guru used to say, be like the lotus flower floating on the water, but untouched by the water. So no matter what happens, it's almost kind of like water off a duck's back, if you know what I'm saying. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, whatever, like keep on going no matter what happens. They also say in yoga, even if it's the end of the world, don't let anything shake your samadhi. So I try to keep that mindset and that perspective. Like, I don't care what happens. The electricity goes out, the internet's bad, my camera gets blurry. Just keep going no matter what, because you never know who's watching out there in the internet land. So you will always want to lead by example and show them no matter what happens, I'm focused on this path. I'm dead set on this path. And no matter what happens, I'm just going to keep going. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, and nothing's going to shake me no matter what. So I always try to keep that affirmation, that mantra in my mind. No matter if it's the end of the world, don't let nothing shake your samadhi. So no matter what chaos or distractions are going out there in the world, or what narrative they're promoting today on the news, so you're just like, stay in your state of calm and stillness no matter what.
Yeah.
So that's basically the way I look at it. Like, just kind of brush it off your shoulder. Let it be water off a duck's back. Be the lotus floating on top of the water, untouched by the water.
Well, Sandy has a question for me. I have a question for Veronica. If you feel like answering, what are the benefits you've experiencing from practicing Kriya Yoga? Well, I don't know. It's harder to push my buttons. I'll say that my husband, he knows me pretty well and he knows how to push my buttons, but he's not having much luck. So I feel like my energy is changing him and it's softening him. Uh, I don't know. And I feel like I'm more aware of things. I'm more open to things. I feel like my intuition's definitely heightened. Um, Sometimes like I'm feeling depressed and I don't want to do Kriya yoga. I don't want to do asanas or anything. And I'll just like push myself. I'm more disciplined. I'm like, I'll just do the open the 7 chakras. And I'll be like, oh, that feels really good. And then I'll do something else and something else. So once you start doing it, you start feeling the benefits of it and you feel better. And it's not like it's not something magical. It's just like, I feel like it's just like, I've said this before, Kriya yoga, like gym for the soul. So, and you're working on so many different things of your being, your spiritual, your physical, your mental, your emotional bodies. It's like all in one with Kriya yoga. So, I don't know, the more I keep doing it and the more I just keep going deeper into it, the better I feel. So I feel like uh, this is like a lifetime thing. Like I'm totally committed to this. So I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep going and see where it takes me. But I feel like Kriya Yoga chose me and I was supposed to be here. So somehow I got here. So I haven't been happier. So I don't know. I hope that answers your question. So yeah.
Yeah, in my case, it was a night and day transformation. I used to be a famous DJ. I was totally consumed in my ego body. And once Babaji struck me with his lightning bolt, I became, it was almost night and day. Like I didn't even recognize the person I was before. Stuff that used to frustrate me and aggravate me, depress me, make me sad, had really no meaning no more. I just kind of became more of a detached witness and stepped back from the TV and didn't even really, it became more calm and unaffected by the crazy Maya delusional world out there. And a lot of people like to go to the gym and build muscles, but they forget about their inner work. They don't do their inner work. So like Veronica said, Kriya Yoga is a gym for your soul. So you do your inner work, and you radiate happiness and bliss outward. So yeah, I would definitely say like Kriya Yoga has helped me night and day. And I always say if it could help me, it could help anybody, because I was totally lost in the Maya delusional world. I thought I was a cool guy because I had zeros in my bank account. I drove a car. But when you start doing Kriya Yoga, you stop identifying with any of that. And you realize none of that really defines your soul or your inner self. So yeah, so it gives you a good perspective. And my guru would always say, step back from the TV, Vedagurudev. You're too close to the TV. You're too hypnotized or consumed by the TV. It gives you that kind of distance where you could become the audience in the movie theater. You stop associating with yourself inside the movie. You become more the detached witness and just kind of watch it like none of these things people say define me don't define me at all. So, and you start really diving deep and doing your inner work, and it starts giving you the right mindset and perspective. Like I said before, even if it's the end of the world, nothing could shake your samadhi. And you kind of step back and don't become an actor in the movie, become more of an audience member watching the movie from a distance, laughing at the Maya delusional comedy show like the joke it is.
Sandy says, amazing. Thank you for sharing. And she also says, meditation and overall practice has shifted my whole life too. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. When you start making it a practice of doing meditation, it really calms your mind, gives you inner stillness. It just really gives you the tools to integrate into your daily life, where you're, like Veronica said, you're less affected by what happens. Things that used to trigger you or make you upset before really have no meaning anymore. You just kind of laugh at it like, good one, you know? Like today, my fan fell 4 times. Good one. Okay. Oh, there it goes again. Good one. Good one. Still going, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm not going to stop. You know, there's people out there that look forward to these weekly satsangs, and we're going to give it to them. If you want to fall 100 times, go ahead. You know, we're still going to keep going. So if you become the detached witness, you have more of a better perspective, and you kind of laugh at the Maya delusional world like the joke it is. But yeah, when you have the tools of meditation, pranayama, asanas, mantra japa, bhakti, these things have really no meaning to you. You kind of laugh them off like the joke it is.
And Sandy also says, self-love and acceptance has been at the core of my spiritual expansion. Everything has flowed from this journey. That's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can't love yourself, then you can't love anybody else. So it starts with you, and you lead by example with loving yourself and talking good to yourself. Like we said before, your body's mostly water. So you want to make beautiful shapes in the water in your body, and you want to talk highly of yourself. You don't want to make ugly shapes in your body, in your water, by talking bad to yourself. So yeah, definitely love yourself. You know, be the best cheerleader for yourself as you can. You
Yeah. Be your own cheerleader.
be your own cheerleader. Talk highly of yourself and lead by example. When other people see how blissful you are and how happy you are in your daily life, it becomes infectious. Other people want to know, like, what are your secrets? I want to feel good. I want to feel blissful. Well, what is it that you do? Yeah, so you start loving yourself and take care of your spiritual expression. So definitely, for sure.
Definitely.
And everything would just take care of itself. Like when you have the right mindset, even though you have some obstacles or resistance or blockages in your daily life, if you have the right mindset, you'll just jump over those obstacles easily. You'll overcome it. Like, okay, well, I'm not going to get attached to it. I'm not going to make sense of why that happened. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to fix it and keep going, one foot in front of the other.
So I have somebody named MB is asking a question of Sandy, but I'll read their question and answer, and then maybe you, Vedagurudev, can give your opinion on it. So
Okay, great.
MB asks, "Hi all, Sandy. What do you mean by meditation? There might be different definitions." And then Sandy says, "Great question, MB. Meditation takes many forms for me. Some examples: connecting to spirit through tarot, meditation through music, channeled playing of drums, singing bowls, singing, scrying. Uh, so many ways to meditate. On traditional meditation and breath work also. I'm also kind of interested in mediumship. You just mentioned it. And sorry, it's funny because for many years I read Buddhist books, yet would skip over the meditation sections because I was convinced I couldn't meditate. So I don't know. She mentioned a lot of them. Are there any other meditation techniques that you can think of, Vedagurudev?
I would say the best technique is to make everything in your day a mindful meditation. Like
Yeah.
if you really have mastery over meditation, everything becomes meditation. I would like to think 24 hours a day I'm meditating. So when I eat, I meditate. When I do daily activities, I meditate. So everything becomes a meditation. And I don't like to put like meditation in a box. Like I said before, meditation defined is meditation confined, right? So I would make everything your meditation, and that's when everything becomes blissful. If you say this time is for meditation and this time is for something else, then you're kind of separating the two. Just become one walking temple, meditating 24 hours a day, no matter what you do. And when you keep that kind of mindset and that perspective in your daily life, everything becomes meditation. You go to the gym, it's meditation. You're walking, it's meditation. You're eating, it's meditation. So everything becomes meditation. Like any activity you do, if you do it with mindfulness, it becomes meditation. And that really helps the flow of inner divinity and higher consciousness in everything you do. Like everything I do, meditation is the soundtrack of my life. So, yeah, I would say don't try to put meditation in a box. Make everything a meditation, no matter what you do. Washing the dishes, meditation. Going to sleep, meditation.
Mm.
Walking, meditations. Driving your car, meditations. Like, you look at it kind of as like a game. I'm going to make everything in my life as a meditation. I'm going to integrate meditation in everything I do. And you'll have a great mindset. Like you'll be way more calm, way more still. Nothing would trigger you or get you upset because everything is meditation. So you don't need to sit on your meditation cushion and close your eyes. Everything becomes your meditation. So no matter what you do,
Yeah.
like while you're driving your car, I wouldn't suggest you closing your eyes and trying to meditate, but just meditate with your eyes open. Just be aware of your surroundings and keep a calm disposition. And you kind of put up your meditation force field or your atmosphere where nothing can really get in under your skin no more. You kind of laugh off everything, no matter what happens, as a joke it is. So yeah, I would say make everything meditation. That would be my
Nice.
best advice.
And we have a new person, RQ, wants to know, do you practice the Jyoti Mudra?
Yeah, of course. Jyoti Mudra, Light Mudra. In our Kriya Yoga school, our paid Kriya Yoga school, this weekend we just did 16 new mudras. So we do a lot of mudras. In our school, we have a mudra classroom with all different mudras. So yeah, we practice as many mudras as we can. Uh, Jyoti mudra. Jyoti means light. So like I more do the light mudra, or I more do Jyoti with the actual light, the actual flame. So like my Jyoti practice is more with the visualization of the light. So I would do less Jyoti mudra because I do more with the light. Like we have a full moon and a new moon fire, which we do a big Jyoti. This last one, when was it? It was on Monday. We did the last one, right? So
Yeah.
2 days ago, we did a new moon, holy yagna, hama, havan, fire ceremony. And it's been raining like cats and dogs and monsoon in Thailand, but we still had a great fire. So Jyoti, I guess if you don't have a fire, then you would do the mudra. But I like the fire, like the puja, the light. So I give my Jyoti to all my deities and devis every morning. So we definitely practice all the mudras, as many as we can. I think we have like 30 in our class now. So
Yeah.
we do as many mudras to seal in the energy as possible. So yeah, so if you want to see a bunch of mudras, join our Kriya Yoga School. we have a, we have a whole classroom on mudras, so it's a lot. So yeah, but yeah, I would definitely, if you enjoy Jyoti, the light, the divine light inside you as you, and you want to enhance it and cultivate it with the mudra, absolutely, I would agree with you. Do as many practices as you can to focus on your inner light, your inner Jyoti.
So I had a question for you, Vedagurudev. I just remembered like a dream I had. I think I did a mudra, but I'll just do it and see if this looks like something. Let me see. I had my hands like this. So I had my hands like this, and then I twisted it like that. Is that a mudra? Because I was doing it in my dream.
Oh, I'm sure that's a mudra. You know
I
that
have,
as you see, like
yeah,
they're
I
all.
twisted, yeah, and then I twisted my
Sometimes
hands
you
like that.
interlace your fingers and then you put it like this. Uh, yeah, as you know, like all the hand gestures, all the mudras, you know, like they all, they all symbolize something, and they all seal in they close the circuit, they seal in the energy. So I would say don't get too caught up in the mudras. Whichever mudra makes you feel the best, that is the best mudra. So if you twist up your hands and you
Yeah,
put them like this, and it makes you feel good, and it seals in the energy and closes the circuit of your inner Shakti, your inner prana, and holds it in, then these are the best mudras. So there's no real right or wrong way to do mudras. It's whichever one works best for you. Like, in our school, I did 16 new mudras this week, and you don't have to do all 16. Find the ones that work for you. And that's the ones I would do. My favorite one is the lotus mudra, like this,
yeah.
So this is a good one, symbolizing your lotus mudra. Another one, Shambhavi
That
mudra,
one's my favorite.
Shambhava, Shambhava mudra. Yeah, so makes me look like a yogic superhero. That's
Yeah.
my Wolverine mask, So whichever
Activating.
mudra works for you and uplifts you and makes you feel the best, that is the best mudra. So you could start going down the rabbit hole of defining a mudra, which is best. Instead of overthinking it, I would just do whatever works best for
Yeah.
you. So if Jyoti mudra works best for you, then that is the best mudra for sure. Like in our Kriya Yoga School, we have hundreds of kriyas, hundreds of practices. Go through them, see which one works best for you, put it in your toolbox, and that is the best sadhana you could do. That is the best yoga practice you could do. So I don't like to say which is best or which one works the best, because we're all on different levels in our spiritual path. So figure out which works best for you, cultivate it, enhance it, put it in your toolbox, put it in your pocket, and add it to your daily practice, integrate it into your life, and that would be the best mudra to do.
Yeah. I don't know. My intuition says it was like protecting me, sealing my energy. So I'm not going to go crazy wondering what it was, but I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah,
So yeah.
definitely. I mean, it's tying your shoelaces. It's putting the knot. It's
Yeah.
locking in your energy. I mean, that's basically what all these mudras do. So no matter if you do Yan Mudra or you do Lotus Mudra or whichever one you do, it all symbolizes like sealing in your energy, so your energy doesn't like leak out, like closing the circuit. So if you do twist your arms like this, and it helps hold it in, like hugging your inner energy inside your body as you, then why not? I agree 100%.
The questions have been building up, so let me find where we last stopped. So um, let's see. Did she already say that? I love singing, including Curtain and Bijan. I think that was about the meditation.
Yeah, so kirtans and bhajans are, yeah, excellent way. Like when I got on the path of Kriya Yoga, I didn't like singing, right? But now it's really my yogic superpower. So I really try to sing it as much as I can. You know, like in my the yagna we just did, I say from my mouth to God's ear. So I try to sing as much as possible. My guru used to say sometimes, too much power, Vedagurudev. Tone it down a notch. I
Too
said,
much baba.
when you're singing to God, it's too you gotta have as
Yeah,
much bhava as possible, you
yeah,
know? Like, so I would
feeling
see
it.
some yogis like looking at me like, this guy's really feeling it, right? Like, yeah, you could hear him from the next village over, you know? Like when you sing the Shiva, Babaji, whatever deity or Devi you sing to, sing wholeheartedly with an open heart and project it
Yeah.
out as much as possible. So yeah, in our Kriya Yoga school, we make it a good practice to sing after every class as much as possible. We don't really show it on here, but in our class, there's a 10-20 minute end of the class practice where we sing wholeheartedly from our heart. Let's say it like
Yeah.
that. And not just me, I encourage all of our students. So, you know, Veronica sings, and
I love it.
everybody has an opportunity. One of our members, I think his daughter's 8 years old. She actually leads the mantra japa session in our Kriya
Yeah.
Yoga school. So she
And she's so
waits all
excited.
week to sing from her heart. So we encourage everybody to sing as much kirtan and bhajans as possible, for sure. You know, sing from your heart.
Sandy says, so true, Vedagurudev. And then I have a question from NB. Vedagurudev, I like to read, I like to know in theory first. Here is what Patanjali says: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Patanjali's Yoga Sutras is probably one of the greatest yogic books ever written. And a couple weeks ago in our class, we went through the yamas and the niyamas. So absolutely excellent. You know, the do's and don'ts of yoga. You know, like the yamas. You know, like my favorite is ahimsa, which is nonviolence. It's kind of like my guru used to say it's like the 10 commandments for yogic principles, the do's and don'ts, So, like you said, yamas and the niyamas, what he's talking about here, asana, physical postures, pranayama, secret yogic breath, pratyahara is like, how would I explain that? It's like dharma. It's like ways to live your life. Dhyana is meditation. And yeah, samadhi, the highest form of meditation, like a state of being inside you as you, which is great aspirations to have. So yeah, what you said, definitely. There's nothing wrong with reading the yogic texts or the yoga sutras. I would just say Kriya means action with awareness. So we're action yogis. Instead of reading about what other yogis have done, we try to put the practice into use. So I would say don't just read these yogic texts, actually do it. So actually live your life using the yamas and the niyamas, integrate some basic asanas that you could do to help get you through the day. Obviously, pranayama. My guru used to say, if you can't do anything because you have stuff to do in your daily life, never forget your pranayama. So all the yogis, there's a super high priority on pranayama, definitely. Pratyahara, absolutely. Dhyana, meditation, calming your mind, mastering your mind, stilling your mind, for sure. And if you do all these things, it should be easy for you to go into a state of samadhi, for sure.
And then I think MB wants you to be specific. Which one is then meditation?
Dhyana is meditation. So dhyana is meditation. So anytime you see dhyana, that means meditation. So like dhyan mudra is like this, and it's basically like put your right hand over your left hand and your thumbs together. And when you see yogis doing this mudra, dhyan mudra, they're doing it to enhance their meditation. So dhyan, anytime you see dhyan, it means meditation. And yan or yana means wisdom. So anytime you see these words, you know what it means. So
I think you just answered what MB was going to say next. What ChatGPT says in Patanjali's system is dhyana is the step that specifically means meditation. Dhyana, meditation, uninterrupted flow of concentration.
yeah,
So,
pretty
yeah.
much. I mean, I don't know. Chat GPT don't know meditation.
Yeah.
So asking a computer about some inner state, I don't know.
Do
I mean,
computers meditate?
it'll give you a basic a textbook answer for meditation. So Chat GPT says dhyana specifically means meditation. Yeah, okay. And dhyana, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Dhyana.
Dhyana, meditation, uninterrupted flow of concentration.
Yeah, but you could
Yeah.
contribute that to meditation also. So it's basically the same thing. To make it short and easy, let's just say dhyana means meditation. Because there's certain people say like yan, right? Or certain people say yana. It depends which part of India you're from. Some people say it with the A, some people drop the A. So, but it means it's tomato. It means the same thing. So when you say dhyana or dhyan, it basically means meditation, like stilling your mind, mastering your mind. So no need to ask Chat GPT about yogic principle. Vedagurudev is here live on your YouTube right now.
Sandy says, now I just allow myself to be guided as to how I will meditate on any particular day. No need to overthink or plan. I agree.
Yeah, no need to overthink it. No need to open the door for your monkey mind to come in and distract you and dance around. No mental clutter. Just go with the flow. Let it happen how it happens. Try to integrate your meditation practice and be mindful in everything you do. If you're washing the dishes, make it a meditation practice. If you're eating food, make it a meditation practice. So try to integrate it into your life as much as possible, and just don't overthink it. Let it happen the way it should happen, and that would probably be the best meditation, I would definitely say.
And then RQ says, I am a disciple of Paramahansa Harahananda's lineage, and I am interested in extending my tutelage to your Kriya school. How do I join, friends?
So it depends how you want to join. We have a free Kriya Yoga school, which gives you some basic framework if you want to do it yourself. The five folds of Kriya Yoga, asanas, pranayama, meditation, mantra japa, and bhakti, right? The five folds. So there's the free Kriya Yoga school, freekriyayoga.com. Join our group and you could start for free. If you want more, like more live classes, private coachings, on our paid Kriya Yoga school, we have hundreds of Kriyas like right ready to go. Some people need like a warm up, a basic framework of what Kriya Yoga is, how it works. And those people would probably be better suited to see if they resonate with Kriya Yoga by going to the Kriya Yoga, free Kriya Yoga school, which is freekriyayoga.com. If you enjoy the free Kriya Yoga school and you want more private one-on-one coaching with me, or more access to me and more access to the Kriyas, then you would go to Kriya Yoga Masterclass, which right now is $50 a month, $250 a year. And I think the $250 a year is a better value for your money, because it'll take a while to start becoming one with yourself and start doing the inner work. So, but up to you. There's no pressure. Whichever one resonates the best with you, that is the best way. Or if you want, you could get on a call with me and we could try to solve your problems and see if you're a good fit for our Kriya Yoga school. And to go on a call with me, that is kriyayogamasterclass.com. So no pressure. Just be the best Kriya yogi you could be. So if you have a framework and you're a disciple of
Let me
Paramahansa,
go.
he didn't say Yogananda, it was somebody else. But
Let me find
yeah,
that.
if you
It was
already have a framework and you've already been practicing some Kriya yoga, then and you really want to get into the Kriyas and learn the Kriyas, then I would suggest joining our Kriya Yoga school or getting on a call with me, and yeah, we'll get to work. But our free Kriya Yoga school is somebody has no knowledge of Kriya Yoga, so it gives you some basic framework. Once you understand what Kriya Yoga is, our paid school is basically all the Kriyas in your face, so it's kind of overwhelming for somebody who's just starting. But somebody who's already been practicing Kriya Yoga, then it's easy for them to go to the Kriya. And all our videos are on demand, so it would probably take you months to go through all of our videos. There's hundreds of Kriya videos, and yeah, and I'm available 24 hours a day, and you could ask me anything you want. There's a chat on SKOOL. You just send me a chat. We have a live weekly class, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It goes 2 hours where we demonstrate the Kriyas, and you could ask me live in real time anything about the Kriyas. So it's basically a up to you. So if you already have an understanding of what Kriya Yoga is and how it works, and you want to join our paid school, it's fine. If you're a absolute beginner and you don't know where to start, then I would go to the free Kriya Yoga school. And once you have a basic idea of how Kriya Yoga works and what it is, then we would love to have you at our paid Kriya Yoga school, Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. So, but no pressure. I leave it up to you. Whichever one resonates with you, that is the best.
Yeah, I did the math right. $250 a year is less than $1 a day, so that sounds like a great deal. Like,
Yeah, less
I
than
would
a
do it.
dollar a day. You can't beat it, you know. And Veronica has been a member for over a year,
Yeah,
so she's a living testimonial of how Kriya Yoga works. I know in the beginning there's some resistance, like, oh, this really doesn't work, but I'm living proof also. I was totally lost in my ego body. I was totally attached to the Maya delusional world, and I got on the path to Kriya Yoga, and here I am. So I try to lead by example. I tell our students all the time, if I could do it, anybody could do it. It's no magical thing, you know. Anybody could do it, and there's a Kriya for everybody. Like,
mhm,
even if you can't do the asanas because you have physical problems, you could do shavasana, like the corpse pose. Just lie on your back, spread your arms and legs, and anybody could do it. So no matter what level you're on, there's a kriya for you. There's a pranayama. Anybody could do pranayama. Anybody could do meditation. You know, there's asanas that anybody could do. Um, Anybody can learn the songs. You know,
yeah.
the kirtans, the bhajans. So you know, it's for everybody, no matter what level you're on. If you're a super beginner, you have no knowledge about Kriya Yoga, it's for you. If you're a advanced Kriya Yogi, it's for you too also. And we don't try to how would I put this? We don't try to gatekeep the Kriyas. When you join our paid Kriya Yoga school, they're all there, right? Like, I don't want to tell you you're not ready for this or you're not on the level for this. It's all there in your face. You go through all the Kriyas, you figure out which ones work best for you, integrate it into your daily life, into your daily sadhana, and that's the best practice. So no need to wait or go through a testing initiation process. None of that, right? It's there, right? If you want the kriyas, we give it to you, you know. So you don't need to wash my car, or you don't need to climb Mount Everest, or you don't need to do nothing. You can go at your own pace at the comfort of your home and just learn Kriya Yoga. Kriya Yoga to the world. So I don't want to gatekeep it. I don't want to keep it from anybody. I want to help as many people as possible. So if you make a commitment to join our paid Kriya Yoga school, I'll make a commitment to make sure you get to the highest form of consciousness and hopefully samadhi as possible. So that is my promise to you.
Yeah. Also, you make yourself available to everybody. I mean, you've set up conversations with people at 3 in the morning because you live in Thailand. You're in a different time zone, so you really do make yourself available to everybody. I just
Yeah,
wanted everybody to know.
if you want to go on a call with me, I'm available 24 hours a day. It is my true blessing and my true mission to help as many people as possible. So if that means waking up at 4 a.m. in Thailand to get on a call with you, I'd do it because I want to help as many people as possible. So this Kriya Yoga school isn't about the money. It's about helping as many people as possible. So if you need help and you think Kriya Yoga can help you overcome what you're going through, let's get to work. And like Veronica said, I'll go on a call with you. If you send me once you join the school, they have like a message, like a DM, like a it's called the platform we have our school on is called SKOOL, SKOOL, right? And they have like
Mm,
message thing. Just send me a message. I'll get right back to you, you know, and let's walk this journey holding hands together, you know, like I don't want to be on a pedestal or like, look at me. I know everything about yoga. I want to walk this journey with you and all of our members together. Right. I see myself as equal, not higher, you know, so I don't want that guru play. I believe me, I've been exactly where you're at right now. And I had a lot of questions to my guru. So, you know, give those questions to me and let's solve problems. So that's basically my suggestion.
Yes. Sandy had a funny comment. She says, "Chat GPT don't know diddly squat." I agree.
Yeah, that's another thing. I saw like there are a lot of like programs or teachings with Chat GPT, like teaching yoga. You don't want yoga to become mechanical. You want it to become, you want to experience yoga and you want real-time answers. So what I would suggest what Sandy said, Chat GPT don't know diddly squat. Yoga you have to experience. You can't like, it's not like mechanical or like intellectual. It's more of a, how would my guru say this? He used to say, today we're going to practice the supreme science of yoga. And I used to say, why do you call it a science? Because we test it, we observe it, we experience it, so we know it, right? So once you experience something, these words don't communicate the Shakti or the Shakti path that the experience carries, right? So it's more of a less mechanical thing, more of a physical experience thing. Like I don't want to tell you Kriya Yoga is the greatest. I want you to tell me Kriya Yoga is the greatest because you experience it, you know it, right? So I can't tell Veronica to say Kriya Yoga is the greatest. She knows it's the greatest because she does it. She does her daily sadhana. She integrates it in her daily life. So she would tell me it's the greatest, you know? So experience it, test it, observe it, you know, and let's walk this journey together. I would definitely say. So yeah, don't trust the computer to tell you what you experience inside you as you, I would say.
I have an interesting question from Snap Crackle Fizzle. Is it the same as Yogananda's Kriyas that you're teaching?
Yeah, I mean, Yogananda is obviously a Kriya yogi. And obviously, you know, I've been to Lake Shrine and Pacific Palisades many times. Babaji, Lahiri Messiah, Yukteswar, Yogananda, Krishna, Jesus, Yeshua, they're all there. So I wasn't initiated into Yogananda's Kriya Yoga, but it's the same. You know, it's like how would I put this? It's like saying, are you doing the pull-ups that David Goggins does, or are you doing the pull-ups that my personal trainer does? They're just pull-ups, you know? They're the same, right? Kriyas are kriyas, right? You could start going down the rabbit hole like these kriyas are different than these kriyas. I would say in our Kriya yoga school, you don't have to go through the process that you would have to go in different schools. It's basically like, you want to learn Kriya yoga, you join our Kriya yoga school, here's all the kriyas, you know? Live your best life. Do with them which you feel, right? If I don't want to be the gatekeeper to Kriya yoga, or I don't want to, how could I say, my kriyas are better than your kriyas. I mean, whichever kriya yoga works best for you, that is the best kriya yoga, I would definitely say. So a lot of people used to like to, how could I say my football team is better than your football team, but all football teams are good. So if you look at it that way, with that perspective, Yogananda's SRF Kriya Yoga is outstanding. You know, I got nothing but high praise for them. They're the greatest, you know. But yeah, all Kriya Yoga is good. So, I mean, I would just say try it out for yourself. If it resonates with you, then it's a great Kriya Yoga practice. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not a great Kriya Yoga practice. But don't let anybody tell you which Kriya Yoga is better for you. You figure that out for yourself, and you tell me which Kriya Yoga works best for you. But I would say in our class, our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, there are hundreds of Kriyas there. They're all on demand. Like, you don't have to wait. You could go at your own pace, watch one a day, watch two a day, whichever one. And then we have a live class every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have a question in the beginning of each class, we're going to be on our 65th class right now. So
Yeah,
in the
over a year.
beginning of each class, I ask, do you have any questions about classes 64, 1 through 64? Go ahead, ask me. Sometimes people ask, like in class 8, I had a question about the meditation we did. And I say, okay, you know, sometimes you might have to refresh me because class 8 was over a year ago, but, you know, okay, yeah. And I'll answer any of your questions wholeheartedly, you know, so, yeah, and instead of, because most of these other Kriya yoga programs, they, how could I say, it takes a while to get answers in real time. You know, it's more of a correspondence course. You know, they send stuff in the mail or this and that. I mean, it's all great, but I would just say find out which is the best Kriya path for you. If you have a love for Kriya yoga, I have a love for you, and let's get to work. You know, I don't think anybody should wait. Anybody that's ready to practice Kriya yoga, let's start today. You know, I'm not going to say wait 10 years to learn the mudras. I'm going to say, here's all the mudras we have right here today. Let's get to work, you know,
The
or,
time is now.
right. The time is now. Who knows what's going to happen in a year from now? Let's get you your daily practice, your sadhana set up, right? Let's get those tools in your toolbox, and let's get to work, and let's start integrating these into your daily life tomorrow, you know? So that's kind of how I look at it. So yeah, and if you
Yes.
want to get on a call with me, go to Kriya Yoga Masterclass. There's a button that says book a call. What is two buttons? One button is like you want to join the. Some people don't want to go on a call. They want to start Kriya Yoga right now. So click that button, is take you right to the school. You sign up for the school. There it is. You're in. And the next button is book a call. Some people are unsure. They have questions. Book a call. Get on a call with me. When you hit the book a call button, a calendar will come up. You pick the time and date that's good for you. I'm available 24 hours a day whenever you're ready. And let's overcome and solve your problems. And whatever questions you have about Kriya Yoga, I'll answer in real time on the call. It'll send you like a Google Meet link, you know, and you click on that Google Meet link, and when your time is ready, I'll be there, and you can ask me in real time. It's kind of funny. Some of these calls, a lot of people come on and say, "Oh, it's you." I go, "Yeah, it's me, Vedagurudev." They were like, I just wanted to make sure you're a real person. Okay, I'm gonna join the school. Yeah, well, I'm a real person. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm not an AI robot. This is not a deep fake. It's really me. So if you want personalized coaching about Kriya Yoga, and in my suggestion, this would be the lightning path. That's why I made this school. Instead of going through what I went through, many years of practices and climbing the Himalayan mountains and looking in caves, and so many questions about Kriya yoga that there weren't too many answers for. Like even my guru, his favorite thing to say was when I had a question about Kriya yoga is happy, happy, happy. And he would just walk away. So there are a lot of questions, but not many people are answering in real time. So that's what's unique about our Kriya Yoga School. I'll answer whatever questions you have wholeheartedly about anything. I mean, I'll even be your therapist, you know? So if you need help overcoming your emotions, some of our students need extra attention. They're going through something in the present moment, and I'll give you the tools to help overcome it. So, yeah, join our Kriya Yoga School. That's what I would say. For the person earlier who already has a framework of Kriya Yoga, is already a devotee of a Kriya Yogi, they would probably be better suited to go to our paid Kriya Yoga School. Somebody I like Kriya Yoga, I resonate with it, but I don't know where to start. I would start with our free Kriya Yoga School, and that would give you a framework of what Kriya Yoga is. What are the 5 folds of Kriya Yoga? What's the 5-fold path of Kriya Yoga? Asanas, pranayama, meditation, mantra japa, bhakti. Who is Vedagurudev? How did I get the name Vedagurudev? Who is my guru? What is our parampara? What is our lineage here at the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass? So you could get a basic framework. But if you don't need that, you're ready to start being the best Kriya yogi you could be in the present moment, then I would go to the paid school. And I will personally coach you and walk with you hand in hand through the Kriya yoga practice. Because more than money, I want you to be the best Kriya yogi you could be, you know? So I don't want to go through the hoops and hurdles. I want you to start today, you know? Okay. Go through all the classes, see which ones resonate with you the best. Put those in your pocket, add those into your daily Kriya yoga sadhana, and let's be the best Kriya yogi we could be. Because I tell you what, in 2025, you're going to need some tools, because it is a total minefield and war zone out there. Everybody's trying to steal your attention, trying to steal your inner energy, your Shakti, your prana. So you need some tools, and we have a great mantra, you know, Kavacham shield mantra. Put up your shield to protect you from the outside Maya delusional world, because it is totally crazy out there. Even me, when I go outside and into the world in Thailand, I have to put up my shield. I go, here it is, it's coming, right? You know, so once you have these mantras and this outer protection, it's a lot easier to navigate through the crazy Maya delusional world out there, for sure. So definitely be the best Kriya yogi you could be. But I'm not saying our path is the best. Just be the best you could be, you know? So if you resonate with what I'm saying and our path, then join the free Kriya Yoga School or join our paid Kriya Yoga School, and let's get to work today.
Sandy agrees with you. She says experiential understanding is the bee's knees. So you experience it, you you know.
Right. I don't have to tell you about Kriya Yoga. Obviously, I'm biased. I'm going to talk night and day, Kriya Yoga, Babaji, Babaji, Babaji. But I'd rather you learn it, experience it, test it, observe it, and then you know it. Like no one, I can't tell you about Kriya Yoga when you experience it for yourself. You would tell me about Kriya Yoga.
So I got a 2-part question from Snap Crackle Fizzle. So I've done Satguru's Shambhava Mahamudra Kriya twice a day for a year and coming out to 4 months. and wanted to know because his is a combination of techniques. He said that's what makes it.
Yeah, so I also have done Shambhavi, what is Shambhavi Mudra Kriya, something like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I understand, but it's a combination of techniques. He said that's what makes it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know because I've done it, but to me personally, between me and you, Shambhavi Mudra is more a watered down, I hate to say it like this, a housewife version of Kriya Yoga, right? It's some basic Kriyas that are okay if you're just starting, but if I would say it's the kindergarten of real Kriya Yoga, right? Like the the techniques he's showing what we weren't doing in the Himalayan mountains. These were beginner techniques, right? So I would say Shambhavi Mudra is more of a introductory for very beginners on the path, right? I mean, it's nothing against it. There are a lot of people that need that. They need that beginner workup. So like, I mean, yeah, it's basically the techniques you could see on the internet, like some basic yoga studios doing, I would say. Our, I mean, I'm biased. Take this with a grain of salt, but our kriyas are more profound and powerful. And don't just take it from me. Ask Veronica. We had a very profound class this week, you know.
Yeah.
So I would say it's more powerful, right? And if you have the basics with you've been following Sadhguru and you took his class Shambhavi Mudra, you have a basic framework where you're ready to upgrade, I would say, right? You know, like you've graduated from kindergarten, now we're going to go up to university, you know? So some people need or enjoy staying in kindergarten, but in our Kriya Yoga school, we're going to the university. And there's no like gatekeeping or anything. Like here are the kriyas, be the best kriya yogi you could be. You know, if you make a commitment to join our Kriya Yoga school, I make a commitment to share everything as much as I can wholeheartedly. And there's no like off limits. I don't want you to believe me like with blind faith. I want you to test it and ask the most profound questions as you could think of. Ask me. And I understand because I've been where you've been at. I don't want to be like a unattached yogi. I've come from the Maya delusional world, so I understand what it's like. And I tell Veronica all the time. There's no bad questions because I had way worse questions than this when I got on the path. So anytime I hear our students ask a question, I say, I understand because I asked the exact same question when I was where you were at. So I don't want to be put on a pedestal or look at me. I have all the answers. Let's walk this Kriya Yoga path together. So if you make a commitment to join our Kriya Yoga school, I'll make a commitment to make sure you do the inner work and learn as many kriyas as possible. And I want to be open to our students 24 hours a day. So some people, I don't know why I like this Kriya Yoga, but I want to know more. Then they would be better suited for the free Kriya Yoga school. If you've done Shambhavi or you followed any yogi on YouTube, then you're ready to upgrade. And that's when I would join our paid Kriya Yoga school. But no pressure, you know, up to you. Do what's best for you and resonates best with you. But I would say if you already started learning yoga with Sadhguru Isha's program, um, I would say that gives you a basic framework. And if you really want to see the more profound, the more dynamic kriyas, No need to wait. Just join our paid Kriya Yoga School. But I understand because I've taken that program also. So I know exactly what it is. But if you practice that for the over a year, I would say it's time to upgrade. You've graduated from elementary school. Now it's time to go to high. Let's go straight to university and get to it. And let's start doing the inner work. No time constraint. When you join our paid Kriya Yoga School, all the Kriyas are right there, right? I'm not going to gatekeep them and say, you're not ready for this. You're ready for everything. Here's everything. Start filling your toolbox with Kriyas today.
RQ asks, Yogananda's SRF teaches Kriya proper pranayama, Jyoti Mudra, and Maha Mudra during their first initiation, and it takes a year of lessons to get there first. Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know, because I almost, before I met my guru, I was going to go on the SRF Yogananda path. I've been to SRF Lake Shrine. My brother lives like a mile away from there, so I've been there a million times. So I would say, yeah, Jyoti Mudra, Maha Mudra. No need to get initiated or wait a year or let them test you. Let's just get to work right now. If you waited a year for Jyoti Mudra and Maha Mudra, too long, I would say. Join our paid Kriya Yoga School, and there's a lot of mudras in there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of pranayama, and to me, like I was saying in the question before, Shambhavi Mudra and these Maha Mudra and Jyoti Mudra are basic, elementary, right? And I don't like the fact that they're going to tell you what you're ready for, right? You got to wait a year to go through. I mean, who would do Maha Mudra or Jyoti Mudra for a year and then let somebody tell you what you're ready for? So all that testing and all that dogma, you could just skip all that. Join our paid Kriya Yoga School, and I'll give you every single mudra I have, every single pranayama I have, every single asana I have. You could ask me questions in real time. No matter, no question is off limit. I just give wholeheartedly. So I don't want you to wait a year or I'm going to test you in a year. I give you everything wholeheartedly day one, right? There's hundreds of Kriyas in our Kriya Yoga School. You don't need to wait at all. Start today, right? If you make a commitment to join our Kriya Yoga School, I make a commitment to give you everything. And I would do, my suggestion would be like, here's what I did. I went through as many initiations. I met as many yogis as I could. I got thousands of Kriyas, tens of thousands, whatever, right? And then once I learned as much as I could start crafting my daily sadhana. I could start integrating it into my daily life. I like this Kriya. What if you don't like Maha Mudra? Then you're stuck with Maha Mudra for a year. In our Kriya Yoga School, I don't want to just give you one Kriya. I give you hundreds of Kriyas. You make your own sadhana. You craft your own daily practice. You integrate it in your daily life. You tell me what works best for you. That is the best way to practice. So I don't want no dogma in our school. Like, let me tell you what you should do. I'm not going to tell you anything. Here's everything. Go through all the classes at your own pace. Ask me as many questions as you can. I'm available to you 24 hours a day. And you tell me what Kriya works best for you. So Veronica every week says, this is my new favorite meditation, right? So today you could like Maha Mudra. Tomorrow you could like Lotus Mudra. I don't know, so they're all there. You don't have to wait. There's no time constraint. I want to give to you as much as possible. I want you to be the best Kriya yogi you could be. I don't want you to go through any testings or go through any hoops or, like, I mean, that I love Yogananda, but that sounds ridiculous to me. Wait a year and I'll just give you Jyoti Mudra and give you Maha Mudra. In this last class on Saturday, I gave 16 mudras, right? They want you to wait a year for 2 mudras. You just join our Kriya Yoga School and you'll have 8 times more mudras than they would give you in a year in one day. And
Yeah,
plus there's other mudras in our classroom. So, I mean, up to you. I don't have no judgment on any other program or any other yogis. You could do whatever you want. I would just say, do what resonates with you, In my opinion, I'm biased. Take it with a grain of salt, but I would take the lightning path to join our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. But no pressure. Up to you. Do what resonates with you. That is the best practice.
Well, I appreciate you don't hold back. You give us everything. You give us the whole Kriya Yoga farm. And even this week, we'll get to review the 16 mudras and keep asking questions. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you could ask me about it. I don't want any of our students to be shy. I ask all the time. Any questions? They'll say Mudra 8. How would you place your hands? And I'll ask it. What is the meaning of that mudra? Like I'll answer it wholeheartedly in real time. So you don't even have to guess. A lot of these programs, like let's say Shambhavi Mudra, right? It's a pre-recorded video. There's not even no one to talk to. You just, okay, let me show you how to do, I don't know, the butterfly pose, right? You put both feet together, you hold your feet, you flap your knees up and down like a butterfly, right? Okay, I have a question. No one here. You're just watching a video like you would watch on YouTube. No one asks questions. In our class, you do the butterfly pose. Put both feet together, hold your feet, flap your knees up and down. Are there any questions about the butterfly? How far should I flap my knees up and down? Up to you. Whichever way works best for you. That is the best. You could ask me whatever, right? What is the meaning of the butterfly pose? So these are more like canned practices, or like Yogananda. They'll just send you like some paper in the mail or something, like if you have a question, who are you going to ask? There's nobody there. So these, like I said, like Sadhguru, you can't ask Sadhguru, like, how would I properly do the butterfly pose? He's not there. Actually, he's not even doing the pose. He more comes on and say, now we're going to do the butterfly pose. And one of his disciples does the butterfly pose. You can't even ask his disciple, like, I have a question about the butterfly pose. You got to go. Time's up,
Everything's a secret.
and I think the videos too, you can only watch them once, right? And then they disappear. So like in our Kriya Yoga School, they're on demand forever. If you want to watch how to unblock the 7 chakras 100 million times, you could, over and over and over. You could watch it every day 100 times if you want. So it doesn't disappear. It's there forever. And you have somebody to ask questions to in real time, like actual person who's done the Kriya and experienced the Kriya. And if you want to ask me questions about our lineage or our parampara, feel free. No questions off limits.
So there's some questions going and answers going back and forth, so you can weigh in on it. But MB Snap Crickle Fizzle, what is the goal of the Kriya you practice? Samadhi, or I don't know, just question mark. And then RQ says God realization is the goal for peace. Peace is the goal. Interesting. That's what Patanjali says. Okay.
Well, hold on. I'll stop right there. I would say the goal is up to you. There is no rule or there is no law of what the goal should be. You tell me what your goal is. That is the goal. Like, a lot of people would say the goal is samadhi, the goal is satchinanda, you know, like the goal is the union with the divine oneness. I mean, the goal really doesn't matter. It matters what your goal is. And if your goal is to reach satchinanda or samadhi, then that is the goal. Like what other people's goals really doesn't matter in your practice. It matters what your goal is and what uplifts you and makes you feel the best in your daily life. So yeah, they would say self-realization is the goal. They would say God realization is the goal, but these are all words on a paper. It only matters what your goal is and what you want to experience and what uplifts you. So if God realization is your goal, then that is the goal, I would say. But I would also say this: you start out with a goal. Let's say my goal is Satchinanda, right? Absolute being, absolute consciousness, absolute bliss, right? Sat, it means truth. Chit means consciousness. Ananda means bliss, right? So all that in one, that's my goal, right? But the more you practice Kriya Yoga, you pivot and you change course. Your goal today might not be your goal in a month. You might come to a higher realization. So I kind of just go with the flow. I have a kind of framework. I'm like, well, let's see what happens. I know self-realization is the goal for most Kriya yogis, or God realization, but let's see where this takes me. And my goal could change tomorrow. Who knows? You know, like I sometimes you practice so much and you feel a click, and that Kriya that you used to love doesn't got you as far as it could get you, and it doesn't carry with you. So that's why it's good to stay light on your toes, I would say, right? And be able to pivot and adjust and change courses, because who knows? You might think the goal today is that, but it might not be the goal tomorrow. So that's why I try to give you as many kriyas as possible, so you have an endless buffet of kriyas. So if your goal changes tomorrow, you're not just stuck with Mahamudra that you don't resonate with, you know, for a year. And that's how people fall off the path, you know, like, all right, this Mahamudra was good for me for a month, but I don't know. I don't feel like it. It's not resonating with me today, right? And what do you have another Kriya to go to? No, I'm just stuck with this Mahamudra. You know, so in our school, you could change, right? Like, you know what? I really feel like unblocking my 7 chakras today. Let me watch that class. Oh, yeah, this one's good. Okay, let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try this. And once you try everything, you have a buffet to integrate into your daily sadhana. So I would say have as many options as you can, because this yogi's on this level and this yogi's on this level. So trying to give a one size fits all Kriya to everybody, I wouldn't recommend it, because people are on different levels on their spiritual path. So I don't want to gatekeep it, or I don't want to have no dogma and nothing in our Kriya Yoga school. Do what resonates with you. Here's every single Kriya. Try them all and craft your own personalized, individualized sadhana out of every single Kriya we have. There's hundreds of Kriyas. It's going to take you months to go through them all. Go at your own pace, and you tell me what's the best Kriya. So I wouldn't recommend going to a place they give you one Kriya for a year. That's my personal opinion. No judgment. I love them all. They're all every football team is great, but I love my football team a little more. So take that with a grain of salt.
MP says, interesting. That's what Patanjali says is the goal. Sitta, sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Vitra Niranandra which means the sensation, meandra of the fluctuations of the mind. The mind and sit there.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. What Patanjali says in the Yoga Sutras. I'll tell you a story, and this will resonate. I haven't told this story in a while. This is a good one, right? One time I was with my guru, and there was an elephant at the ashram. And I looked at the elephant and said, he goes, Vedagurudev, do you want to poop like an elephant? And I said, Baba, why would I want to poop like an elephant? I'm a human. He said, exactly. Don't be like a yogi 2,000 years ago. Be like a yogi in 2025. Don't poop like an elephant 2,000 years ago. Poop like an elephant today. So same thing. This might have worked for Patanjali 2,000 years ago, but does it translate into 2025? Could be or could not be, you know? So this was a different yuga. This was a different time frame. So I would say what resonates with you in 2025, that is the best practice. So what Yogananda did or what Patanjali did or what Babaji did, that was a different era. That was a different time frame. That was, they would say, the golden era of yogi. Different things were possible. The mindsets were different. Now we're in a different time frame. So I would just say do what helps you in 2025, you know? So if Patanjali's words ring true in 2025, then I would definitely put it in your toolbox, integrate it. If it doesn't resonate with you, then maybe that was a better practice in 2,000 years ago when Patanjali was in his physical form. There's no right or wrong way. Like a lot of people say a lot of things. Sometimes I go on the internet and I see like people talking about yogis and different things. And I'm like, what are they talking about? My guru said something funny to me one time. I'll tell you this too. He said, how would I put this? One time we were at the temple, and a lady saw I was a foreigner, and she said, I'll give you mantra diksha if you give me 100 rupees, which is like $2 or whatever. And right as she was saying that, my guru walked up, and my guru said, Ma, you can't give this guy mantra diksha. He gives you mantra diksha, right? And then she just went away. So I would say there are a lot of people saying a lot of things. My guru used to said, I want my Kriya yoga from a yogi who has mantra diksha like Yogananda or Yukteswar or comes from a parampara or a lineage. Don't take high Kriya yoga knowledge from somebody named Bob Smith, if you know what I'm saying, right? Like they're just Frankensteining a bunch of stuff they saw on the internet, and it just gets totally diluted and watered down. I would say take your Kriya yoga from authentic Kriya yogi. So if Patanjali says resonates with you, then that is the best path. You know, I like what Patanjali says. It resonates with me. I'm going to follow Patanjali. Fine. You know, but there are a lot of people saying a lot of things. Do what works best for you. That's what I would say. So I wouldn't listen to anybody. I would listen to your own intuition and listen to your soul and let your soul guide you. And that is the best practice. Because a lot of people say you should do this or you should do that, but you are the king of your castle and you know what's best for you. In our Kriya Yoga School, I don't try to pretend I know what's best for any of our students. I say almost every class, what is the best practice? Whatever makes you feel the best and uplifts you, that is the best practice. You know, what works for me might not work for you, so on and so forth. That's why it sounds crazy to me. Like, wait a year, we give you Jyoti Mudra and we give you Maha Mudra. What? What if that doesn't work for me? I wasted a year of my life, you know? It's a funny visualization seeing somebody do Maha Mudra every single day. Like, okay, I'm almost there. Don't wait. You just learn everything you can today. And in our Kriya Yoga School, we're showing you techniques that they're not going to show you in books. Like some of the techniques I've shown in our Kriya Yoga School, I've heard other yogis told me it took me 10 years to learn that Kriya, like I just give it, right? I give mantra diksha. I don't know how many deities I've given mantra diksha for, a lot, right? And not just regular mantra diksha, like the ordinary one, the Shakti mantra, like the bija, the powerful mantra. So I don't know. I would say Patanjali is the greatest. I've got no judgment about Patanjali, but keep in mind that was a different yuga. That was 2,000 years ago. So it might not translate well in the modern era, So don't be like an elephant that pooped 2,000 years ago. Be like a pooping elephant today. So that's my story. That's my rant on that.
Very good. Well, Snap Crackle Fizzle says, "Yay, the paid course." So, just so you know, thank you. And yes, what I heard, that's why I asked it. Is the call free to make?
Yes, the call is free. Everything is free. The only thing it costs money is our paid course, and that's a one-time fee also, right? Like, I'm not going to try to upsell you. I'm not going to try to take more of your money. When you pay $50 a month, everything is unlimited. You could watch the course 100 times. You don't have to pay again. I'm not going to try to upsell you anything. It's a one-time straight up fee, $50 a month. And you have access to me 24 hours a day. You have access to every single class. Like, I know some classes, they have like, you can't watch this class until you're a member for 30 days. None of that in our school. Everything is right, super in your face, day one, And if you have any questions, you could ask me anything about any time. So there's no other money for anything. Our free Kriya Yoga School, free kriyayogamasterclass.com is 100% free. The call is 100% free. You don't have to pay anything. You just, when you go to Kriya Yoga Masterclass, there's two buttons. There's one, some people don't want to go on a call. They just want to get straight to work. There's a button, join the Kriya Yoga Masterclass. You could go straight to that. If you want to get on a call with me, you're unsure, you have questions, you click the book a call button. It'll take you to a calendar. You pick the date and time. You'll be emailed a Google Meet link. And I'll see you on the call. It's 100% free. No need to pay. No need to nothing. The only thing it costs money is joining our Kriya Yoga School, and it's a one-time monthly fee. So I'm not going to try to upsell you or any of that. You make the commitment to pay. I make the commitment to give you everything wholeheartedly. Period. You don't have to wait a year. You don't have to do nothing.
Nothing.
Right? It's like, I was looking at our school yesterday. There's, first of all, every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a 2-hour class, right? So we've already had this 64 classes. So we're coming up, not this week, but next week, we've had our Kriya Yoga School a year and 3 months. So there's already 64 2-hour classes. This is our 46th satsang. And these usually go 4 to 5 hours, Some are less, some are more, right? Our record was 6 hours for Mahashivarachi. So that's already hundreds of hours of just satsangs. We do a bi-monthly Holy Yagna Fire where our members send in their requests, which are basically things that have health problems, anything they want burn up in the fire. I read it. Only of our members can hear it. And it could be private or public, and I burn it in the fire. So it no longer serves you. So we do every full moon and every new moon, we do those. Those are about an hour, hour and a half, depending also. So, and then there's hundreds of classes. We have a classroom on asanas. We have a classroom on pranayamas. We have a classroom on meditations. We have a classroom on mantra japa. We have a classroom on mudras. And then we have a beginner class, intermediate, and advanced class. So we take you on a transformative journey. You start here, go through these, then you upgrade, you go through these, then you upgrade and go through these. And these classes don't disappear. They're available 24 hours a day, right? Like you could watch them on demand anytime. And all of our classes, all of our yagnas, all of our satsangs are on demand also. So you could watch them over and over and over as millions of times as you want. It doesn't cost any more money. So, and then we have an interactive community where all of our members post uplifting Kriya yoga videos in our community, and we uplift each other. So I always say rising tides lift all boats. So we help as many of our members as we can. Let's say it like that. So yeah, that's basically it. No pressure. If you have any other questions about it, yeah, it's a great school. You know, Veronica's been a member since the beginning, so you know, obviously she wouldn't be a member for over a year and 3 months if it wasn't effective. Let's say it like that.
Definitely. I have a question for you. Kriyas then mean some particular practice or technique. So what do kriyas mean?
Yeah, so Kriya is this like your practice, like MB said, like a practice or technique. So these are different techniques, you know, like it's a way of saying your practice, but we like to say Kriya. So like Kriyas mean like but Kriyas mean everything. It's not only limited to practice. So I say like we'll do 16 kriyas of this pranayama, right? So like you know, we count on our finger kriyas, right? So
Yeah.
each breath is a kriya. So I would say it's not only practice, it's everything. So it's kriya is breathing, kriya is asanas, kriya is meditation, kriya is mantra japa, kriya is bhakti. So everything becomes your kriya. So it's almost like meditation. Like it's not limited to just doing something. It's everything also. So I hope that explains kriya.
And then Paul, our friend Paul says, what is the reason for the initiation? The more gradual process of some of these other yoga groups. They must have a reason. Regardless, this process takes time and discipline.
I mean, the reason for the initiation, it's just basically a ritual to symbolize you're starting the path of Kriya Yoga. Is it necessary or not? I mean, I've been initiated millions of times, so I would say depends. Some people need that structure or that jump start to start practicing Kriya Yoga. Some people don't. You know, is it necessary? Not really. It depends. If you feel you need to be initiated, maybe, but in me, I don't think it's necessary. Some people say you need to be initiated to get these kriyas. I don't subscribe to that gatekeepingness or that dogma, those rules. I just say, if you want to learn Kriya Yoga, I give Kriya Yoga to you wholeheartedly. Whether you're initiated or not, what difference does it make? If anybody has a thirst for Kriya Yoga, I have the thirst to teach you Kriya Yoga. Let's say it like that. So whether you're initiated or not, I don't think it's necessary. I feel by teaching people Kriya Yoga, I'm initiating them every day. You know, do they do they need a piece of paper or that title? You know, if you want to be initiated, I now initiate you into the practice of Kriya Yoga. You know, Jai Babaji. There you go. Everybody on YouTube is now initiated into the practice of Kriya Yoga.
Yep, I have my diploma. I'm certified.
You have your credibility, right? From a authentic Kriya yogi, right? With parampara lineage, whatever you want. You are now all Kriya yogis. Anybody who's watching this right now, I now take my magic wand and put it on your head, and you are now initiated into the lineage of Kriya Yoga.
So I have a long question for you. So it's like in two parts.
Okay, great.
So, do you know why many who meditate observe their breathing? One's breath is in the now and exercises observation rather than the lower chatty egoic mind and memory. Also, one's breath rate minute slows down, which has an effect of calming the mind and can lead to the breathless state or barely perceptible breathing. One's breath is also what connects your soul to the temporary physical body.
Yeah, so when you do Kriya Kundalini Pranayama, right? It centers you on the middle track, the Sushumna Nadi, right? So it basically calms your mind. If you have a restless monkey mind or mental clutter, it's going to be almost impossible to do meditation, right? So how we start doing Kriya Yoga, the day one of initiation, you learn a technique called Sudhi. Sudhi is basically cleansing and purifying your mind. So before you go into meditation, you do Sudhi. To give you a basic framework of what Sudhi is, if a thought comes into your mind, you just witness it, acknowledge it, detach, and let it go. So what am I going to eat for dinner today? Detach, let go. Who is the president of the United States? Detach, let go. Who's going to win the NBA championship? Detach, let go. Who's going to win the football match? Detach, let go. Detach, let go. Detach, let go. Detach, let go. No thoughts, clear to meditate, right? That way, nothing follows you into meditation. So you have no distraction. Once you get to that point, you center yourself through your breath, your pranayama, right? So basically, I'll show you another simple technique. We do a technique called Purna Sudhi, right? Purna Sudhi means complete yogic breath, right? So we basically close our eyes, make sure our spine is straight. You don't know how to straighten your spine? Imagine a string on top of your head. Pull that string up, shoulders back, chest expanded. Slowly and gently close your eyes. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. With no breath retention. You're not holding your breath. So you're basically sending yourself through your breath. So you're calming your mind through your breath. Once you've calmed your mind, then that breath centers yourself and brings you into the higher state of samadhi, I would say. So, I mean, in our Kriya Yoga school, we go into this with great detail. This is some basic techniques that you could use to observe yourself. But to get into a higher state of samadhi, you need to clear. My guru would say, go down to your basement, clear out all the boxes, open the windows, clear out all the dust. he would say all those blockings are blocking you from the divine oneness, right? So you clear out all the distractions first. Then you center yourself through your breath, and then you'll have a profound and dynamic meditation. And with some practice, you'll get to a higher state of samadhi. But this is the basic framework. If you want to go into great detail, we have great classes, and you could ask me in detail in our Kriya Yoga School. But this will give you some basic framework of how it works. But yeah, to go into the breathless state of communion with God, samadhi, it takes a while. It's not a microwave or a lightning path. It's a process. But if you keep practicing this process, clear out your monkey mind. You want to have the visualization in samadhi that there's nothing to focus on. So it's almost like a never-ending white light where there's nothing to look at, right? There's no distraction. This would help you get into a profound state, right? So clear out your monkey mind. In the beginning, it might take a while. There's a lot of thoughts. My guru used to say, Vedagurudev, your whole life you've mastered the practice of distraction. Now throw all that away and go back to zero. So there's so many distractions. There's so many mental clutter. There's so much monkey mind can focus on. It takes a while. It's a process to clear all that out first, right? To clean your basement and throw away all those boxes takes a little while, And then when you center yourself through the breath, pranayama, if you want to see pranayama, there's some basic techniques, kriyayogamasterclass.com, or we have some very profound techniques in our school. So it will give you a basic framework how to center yourself through your breath, and then you will have a profound dynamic meditation. But you got to clear out. Most people make the mistake of jumping into meditation without clearing out the monkey mind first. And that's when you have trouble meditating, because that monkey's in there. Look over here, jumping from tree to tree. And then it's not going to work. So it's good to clear all that out first, I would say. But yeah, it's possible. If I could do it, anybody could do it. So I've told a story. One time I went in samadhi for 5 days and I didn't eat. And we have a rule that when someone goes into samadhi, you don't wake them up. So my guru woke me up out of samadhi because he thought I wasn't going to make it if I kept going. But it's a profound state where you thin your breath so much that nothing matters. You're just in such a heightened state of being where food, weather, time, zero matters, and you won't even recognize it even if you win. When I went into samadhi for 5 days, it felt like 15 minutes. I couldn't believe that I was there for 5 days.
Yeah.
So you become a breathless statue, let's say it like that, So, but that takes a little bit of working up to, like I wouldn't try to climb Mount Everest on your first day of mountain climbing. You got to lead up to it. So it's a gradual practice, but if I could do it, anybody could do it. So I want to be living proof that I'm no yogic superhero. Believe me, where you're at right now, I was at the exact same place. I had the exact same questions as you. I'm exactly like you. When I look at you, I look at myself in the mirror. So I know exactly where you're going through. I don't want to be these unattainable yogis put up on a pedestal. I want you to realize I'm an equal, exactly like you. Maybe I'm farther down the path, but I was exactly where you're at right now. So I understand all the questions you ask and everything. So if I could do it, anybody could do it.
So you win. He wants to know who your guru is.
So my guru, his name is Swami Vedananda Saraswati. His ashram is in Dawada Hut in the state of Uttarakhand in India in the Himalayan mountains. So it's basically 10 kilometers away from Babaji's cave, which is also in Dawada Hut, Uttarakhand. Oh no, it's about 20, 30 kilometers away from Neem Karoli Baba's ashram. And so, yeah, that is my guru. That is my parampara, my lineage. So, yeah,
Yep.
there's a video in both schools, right? Which says, who is Vedagurudev, right? How did I get named Diksha? My guru is named Swami Vedananda. That's why I'm named Vedagurudev. So they call it, we're Ved, instead of Kriya bands, we're Ved bands, right? So my name starts with Ved because my guru is Vedananda, and he basically co-signs me that this guy is authentic, this guy is the real deal. So my name is Vedagurudev because my guru is named Swami Vedananda Saraswati. So there's a whole in-depth video how I got mantra diksha, who my guru is, who is our parampara, what is our lineage. So that explains everything. It would take a long time to go through all
Yeah.
that, but to make a long story short, if you join the free Kriya Yoga school or the paid school, there's a video in the first class, which is like start here. What is Kriya Yoga? Who is Vedagurudev? Beginner's guide to practicing Kriya Yoga. How to navigate the school. This type of stuff. So in that video, you'll see videos with me and my guru in the Himalayan mountains and everything. So I was initiated. I got name diksha in Santupal Lake, Himalayan mountains in the cave, which is a video of that also. And that is also in Uttarakhand by Barinat, which is in the border of Nepal and India. So that is what they call Gari Sankara Pitam, which is Babaji's ashram. And obviously I'm a Babaji devotee, a lover of
Yes.
Babaji, like all Kriya yogis. So
You're the real deal.
I'm just trying.
Yeah. You win. He also says, do not give attention to anything you do not want to grow, as energy flows to where one's attention goes. We all want to be happy. So why do many of the things that made them angry or fearful months or even years ago?
Yeah, so that's a good saying. I like that affirmation. Where energy flows, I messed it up.
Where attention goes.
Where attention goes, energy flows. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you will focus on weeds, you'll grow weeds. You focus on beautiful flowers, you'll grow flowers. So it's the same concept in Kriya Yoga. I was saying in the beginning of the satsang, we focus our attention on speaking nice to the water in our body. So we make beautiful yantras and shapes in our body. Speak bad to your body, you make ugly shapes. So always speak highly of yourself to uplift yourself. You want flowers to grow, not weeds, or you want to attract cats, not rats, So we always set the right atmosphere, the right environment for our higher consciousness, our inner self to be uplifted.
And then UWeb also says initiation is much more than that, but one can grow without initiation. I'm wondering if this guy is just an advanced student or not a true authorized Kriya yogi. Well, I have asked you so many questions. You are authentic. You couldn't make this stuff up. So that's my opinion.
Well, I mean, like I said, if you want initiation, you can have it. It's not the end all be all. Like, you're not going to be magically enlightened just by initiated one day, you know? And I wonder if this guy is an enhanced student or authorized yogi. What's the difference? If you resonate
Yeah.
with me and I uplift you, then I am authentic. If you don't resonate with me, then turn the channel. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know.
It's
I
your
don't know what to
choice.
tell you. What difference does it make? You know, if the words I say uplift you, bring you to a higher state, and resonate with you, then I am the most authentic person in your atmosphere. If they don't resonate with you, then I am not authentic. Change the channel. You know, like I help people that want to be helped. Let's say it like that. You know, you could get all attached to these initiations and this dogma and parampara and lineage and blah, 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 blah. Who cares? You know, it only matters what uplifts you in the present moment. You know, like my guru used to say, don't get attached to the story, get attached to the meaning and the benefit. Right. So if you want a story, you're probably at the wrong place, because I don't have a good story to give you. You know, I don't, it's not necessary for me to explain myself to you. You know, if you resonate with a different yogi, by all means, go to them. You know, if you resonate with me, let's get to work today. Right. But who cares if what my parampara is or my lineage? Or you're focusing on the wrong thing. Let's do the inner work. Let's get you to be the best person you could be. If you want a story, go read Autobiography of a Yogi. There's millions of stories in there. If you want to practice Kriya Yoga, let's start today. If you like stories, Autobiography of a Yogi is the book for you. How many Kriyas are they explaining in that book? 0. Some people like the stories. You want to hear about the levitating saint? There he is. He's in the book, you know? Go
Yeah.
to the chapter. Right? You want to start Kriya Yoga and be the best person you could be? No stories here. We don't talk about Kriya. We do Kriya. So if you want to do Kriya today, let's start, you know? If you want to have a bunch of stories, oh, this guy is not authentic, this guy is authentic, whatever, right? Autobiography is the book for you. If you don't want to read books, you want to do Kriya, let's start. Join the paid Kriya Yoga School. Join the free Kriya Yoga School. Start today. No more stories. Stories are only good for campfires, right? For the yagna, right? Let me tell you a story. I met this levitating saint, and he levitated. How do I levitate? I don't know. Figure it out. You know, there's a bunch of people talking about Kriya. We don't talk about Kriya. We do Kriya, right? So if you want to do Kriya, let's start today. You know, doesn't matter if I'm authentic or what my lineage is or what my parampara. No, it doesn't. How is that going to help you on your spiritual journey? Just uplift yourself and do the best you can. If you want to get to work, let's start today.
Well said. Mariana is in the house. She says, hello, my dear friends. Happy to see you all. And she says,
hello,
yes.
Mariana.
Mariana says, yes, he is the real deal, by the way. And of course, all the gurus past the students stage, you will at some point in their lives, even Jesus that came from the Essenes was a student before he became an ascended master. So there you have it.
Yeah, I agree. You know, like where you are at, I was exactly in the same place, right? It's not a lightning path. You know, these kriyas. My guru wrote a book called Kailash in Quest of Self, where he basically walked all over India for years and met all kinds of ascended masters from all spiritual traditions. So our kriyas come from not a watered down perspective, a super powerful in-person oral tradition, I would say, right? Like these aren't kriyas that my guru heard about from passed down from people to people. These are kriyas that he learned in person, you know, through his travels walking through India. He wanted to see what yogis have the best kriyas, or all spiritual traditions. We take inspiration from everybody. Lamas, sadhus, swamis, yogis, sannyasis, agoris. We love them all, you know? They all have good knowledge. So I don't want to be put in a box like we only do this, right? Right. This is the authentic path. No judgment at our school. These are the kriyas that we collected over the years. Be the best person you could be, you know? If I'm the most enlightened yogi and I got name diksha from Babaji directly and my kriyas don't work for you, then it's junk, you know? So it only matters what's effective for you and gets you the best results. It doesn't matter, you know, if you're attached to ghost stories like this yogi did this and he flew through the air and you know, this happened and but it doesn't work for you. What difference does it make? It's just a bunch of ghost stories collected in one book. We don't attach to ghost stories. We attach to results, right? So we try to give you the kriyas that we think will get you results. If you do Maha Mudra or Jyoti Mudra for a year and you get no results, then you just wasted a year of your life. You know, if you join the Kriya Yoga School and you get hundreds of kriyas and you get 20 kriyas that you integrate in your daily life that uplift you and make you a better person, then it works, you know? So don't believe anybody else what you should do. Do what works best for you and get you the best results and what's effective for you. Who cares what ghost story or what's guru or parampara lineage or blah, 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 you know? Don't get attached to the story. Get attached to the results. Be the best person you could be in the present moment, you know? Don't waste your life no more. Start today, you know? Free Kriya Yoga, paid Kriya Yoga, no pressure, up to you, you know?
Practice being is in the house. He says, good to see God in you in action again. That's nice. Yeah.
God inside me as me. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for making that observation. I like to think I am a radio antenna transmitting the God signal as best as I can. But it's not limited to me. It's for everybody. Be one with God, everybody, inside you, as you, every day.
I don't see any comments, so I'll just, there's something I've been thinking about. I think we reincarnate into every possible versions we could possibly be. I don't know, when I experience ugly people with hate and judgment of others, I don't know, because they perceive them differently. I don't know, there's judgment of me as a woman on the yogic path, and there's judgment of you, Vedagurudev, because you're not Indian, that how could you be a guru? But I don't know, I see that we're all like really one. We're just expressing a different flavor, expression of all of us on this human experience. So I don't know. I just, you know, I was just thinking about that last person's comment. Just because you're not Indian doesn't mean that you're not a guru. So, yeah. Mhm.
I would say I am whatever I say I
You are
am,
whatever you
right?
are.
If I resonate with you, fine. I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody or explain anything to anybody. It's real simple. If you resonate with me and what I say uplifts you, let's get to work. If it doesn't, go read Autobiography of a Yogi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, you know, like, it is what it is what it is. And, yeah, people are always going to try to throw judgment on you. But if you're a real yogi, you have no judgment of anybody, right? Like, I don't have no judgment of Sadhguru. I'm not going to send him an email like, who is your lineage? What is your parampara? Good for him. He's helping people.
Yeah.
Help as many people as you have. Whatever yogi's helping people, I all the blessings to them, right? All the glory to them. I don't have no judgment of anybody or nothing to say. And to me, judgment is a ugly ego play. Like, oh, who are you? You know, ego likes to do this dance where, oh, who is this guy? Oh, talking about Kriya yoga. Oh, he's not even Indian, you know. Kriya yoga is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, dilute all that judgment, dissolve all that judgment out first, you know. Start with a blank slate, a clean slate, you know, and just love wholeheartedly. Don't judge anybody. It's an ugly lower emotion that needs to be diluted or dispersed, you know. You don't need it.
You don't need it.
So don't carry that trash with you. Throw it away. So like, you know, I would say people say a lot of things. It really comes down to if the words I say resonate with you and you feel I'm authentic, let's get to work. If they don't, if you like ghost stories or like stories, there's a million stories in Autobiography of a Yogi, you know? So I want to help the people that want to get help and start work today. People who want to talk about stuff and are attached to that dogma, that tradition, you know, like no need, you know?
No
Let's
need.
get to work.
Let's get to work.
Kriya means action. So action
Yeah.
with awareness. We don't talk about Kriya, we do Kriya.
We do it.
So if you want to spend a year doing the same asana, maha mudra, or same mudra, up to you, you know? If you want some variety in your life, join the Kriya Yoga School. No judgment, no pressure.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Come
I
as
let
you are.
choose your own path, you know?
I hear something beautiful. I had a dream about Vedagurudev saying how beneficial it was to let the bees land on your face and hear the hum sound, which I did, allowing them to land on my face. The next morning, we were going to work in our truck mount, and the bee flew through the open window. It was very symbolic. Oh, wow.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a great
That's cool.
confirmation. Yeah, so one of the techniques we do is humming bee breath in our Kriya Yoga schools. So yeah, so feeling the vibrations of the bee, or feeling the vibrations in your inner self, is a very profound Kriya for sure. So once you start creating the atmosphere, creating the environment, you'd be surprised how confirmations come. Even in my case, like after we did those techniques of humming bee breath, I started seeing a lot of hummingbirds around my yard, which I never saw too. So the vibration is good, right? And it attracts that vibration. So when you have the vibration, the hum of the bee comes to you. They hear the calling. So so yeah, it's good to get those confirmations too. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, humming bee breath, hummingbird, there it is. You know, they heard the calling, right?
Yeah, that's beautiful. I know I have a question I'm just curious about. I don't know, I seem to be the only female in the Satsangs and in our class. And I don't know, these spiritual conversations we have, I was curious to know and understand what are some men's spiritual struggles, things that you wish that women understood. I don't know, like, I don't know, that from your perspective, a spiritual perspective, that you wish that women understood about you, Vedagurudev, or any men backstage.
I mean, I would say as a man, you've been conditioned to be masculine your whole life. And when you get on the path of Kriya Yoga, your dormant emotions come to the surface, right? And when your Kundalini awakens, you have no choice but to address those emotions. They just come out. You start crying like a baby, like why am I so sensitive to nothing, or
Yeah.
so as a man, you've been conditioned to be strong and masculine your whole life, and to integrate the Shakti, the feminine side, into your daily practice is probably the hardest thing for a man, right? You have this dormant DNA. I have to be a provider. I have to be masculine. I have to be strong. I have to be a fighter or whatever, right? And that's the hardest thing to let go of, right? Like you think it doesn't make you manly to be sensitive and be more in touch with your feminine Shakti side, right? So yeah, in my case, that was the hardest thing. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'm a man. My mantra diksha should be Shiva, Krishna, Ganesha, all men, right? Then one day my guru says, you have no balance in your life. All masculine, no feminine, right? Like that's not balance. We live in equanimity in balance. So we have feminine also, right? So then I said, okay, well, what Davies do I need to balance out? And then I started getting female deities, right? So the balance, right? Too much masculine, not enough feminine. So the hardest thing for my man is you think you need to be 100% masculine and 0% feminine, right? That makes you a
Mhm.
man. But when you realize that you need to be 50% feminine and 50% masculine, then you're living in equanimity and balance, right? So that's the hardest thing for
Yeah.
a man. And in my case, how could I say this? It, it, I thought it made me less of a man to be more in touch with my emotional feminine side, right? Like I'm a man. We don't cry, we fight, whatever. I don't know what you know, I, So like that 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 was probably the hardest part. Now I live more in equanimity, right? Like uh, Brahma, Saraswati, Vishnu, Lakshmi, like you balance it out, right? So that took some perspective for me, like so, but it's up to the man to come to that realization. Some people don't want to come to that realization, right? Some people are in love with the chain that enslaves them, so they don't want to look in the mirror and be a better person, like, so I had trouble with that too, like going in the mirror, like I need to be more feminine, which, how could I say that, uh in a man's perspective, it makes him less of a man, let's say it like that. But if you have a real universal perspective, it makes you more of a man, right? Because you can't have yoga, the divine union. Shiva without Shakti is not union, You need the union together. My guru used to say Shiva and Shakti meet on the crown, right? So if Shiva's there up alone, you're only halfway home. You need Shakti there too to have the divine union for your crown to open up, right? And the pillar of light to hit your
Yeah.
crown. So you need that alchemy, that Ida and Pingala, that masculine and feminine, right? So, in the practices in our school, we always do the right side and the left side, because the right side without the left side is only halfway home. You do pose and counter pose balance it out, you know. You do asana strenuous, and you do relaxation to digest the benefits, you know. So that's kind of the way I would say it. But yeah, that's a difficult mountain to climb in the beginning of yoga. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I guess it would be hard for a man to express his female side. So yeah.
Yeah, most men don't want to express their feminine side. They suppress it, right? They think it makes them
Yeah.
how could I say this?
Not manly or
The alphabet letters, you know,
yeah.
like it makes them that, you know. I
Yeah.
don't want to say it like,
Yeah. We
you
don't want to be
know.
ugly.
Yeah, I don't want to be crude, you know, like I'm trying to find the right words. That, you know, the alphabet people, you know, with
Yeah.
the rainbow flag, it makes them that. So they're
Yeah.
scared of that, right? But it doesn't make you less than a man. It makes you more of a man to be in touch with your divine mother, also with your divine father, right? Like Babaji, Mataji, Jesus, Mary, you know, there's millions of examples. Brahma, Saraswati, Vishnu, Lakshmi, on and on and on, you know? So you always see the masculine and feminine in most spiritual traditions.
Yeah, I need balance. I don't know, something I just saw that kind of triggered me. I don't know. I just saw this video on Instagram. So an Anagori is a total renunciate. They don't have relationships with women or they're just like cut off the world. Correct? So
Correct.
I just saw a video of this Agori, and all he is doing is holding this woman's hand and walking her through like this crowd. And then I read all the comments, and they were so ugly. Like, he should know better. What's he doing with a woman? And I was just thinking they don't really know what's going on, but there was all this judgment, and we don't, you know, he might have just been a stranger to her and saw that she was in trouble and walking her through the crowd. But everybody was just like, he's a disgrace as an Agori. And then I was thinking, if an Agori is fully enlightened, can they have a relationship with a woman? Could they do whatever they want? I mean, I don't know. Who are we to judge an Agori?
Yeah, exactly. So, who are we to judge a Agori? And if you're a super renunciate and sannyasi like a Agori is, and you want to hold a woman's hand, who cares what the, you know, I look at social media like a bunch of monkeys throwing poop on each other. Who are they to judge a super renunciate, right? Like, you don't know that maybe that Agori wanted to hold a woman's hand to see if he was tempted, you know? Like, who knows? You know, he has no barriers. He has no rules. He has no laws. You know, he does whatever he wants, you know? Like, he grows his hair as long as he wants.
Yeah.
He sleeps in a cemetery. He does whatever he wants. And you think an Agori reads your comments on the internet?
No.
Boring.
Yeah, you're not going to hurt him.
Agori doesn't care anything you say. He's a super renunciate. If he sleeps in a cemetery and he does everything, who are you to tell him he's a disgrace? He's more of a renunciate than you. Like, your judgment has no meaning to any of them, right? They take a shower when they want. They grow their hair as long as they want. They do whatever they want, and your judgment has no meaning to them. You know, I could just see a Agori on social media, like, comment 153 says I'm a disgrace. They don't even know what the internet is. There's no internet service in the Himalayan mountains, you know? So
I don't know. Everybody's got an opinion.
Yeah, opinion about what? That's like me giving an opinion to a brick wall. Like, I don't like your color. Your color is very bad. You're such a disgrace to walls.
Yes.
You know? What wall has a color like you? Oh my God. You know, the wall don't care what I say. You know,
Yeah. And then you're that well
like
in the next life.
Agori does what he
Yeah.
wants. If he wants to hold a woman's hand, he don't care. He'll walk right through the Kumbh Mela holding a woman's hand. None of your opinion means zero to me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what any of these other spiritual so-called traditions. Oh, you're a real yogi. You're living in non-judgment. Then why did you post on social media? You need to look in the mirror. You need to be better, right?
Yeah.
What kind of yogi judges another yogi? Or what kind of so-called spiritual person talks about another spiritual person? You need to do the inner work. You are living in ego, right? You are living in judgment. This Agori's just living his best life. He can do whatever
Yeah.
he wants, you know? So who are you to judge anybody, right? But yeah, it's kind of funny, you know, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
If
didn't
you
mean to get
think
you all fired up. I'm sorry.
Agoris are scrolling through social media, you're living in a dream world.
I don't know. This is kind of a fun question, but um, so Lord Ganesha, Ganesha became Ganesha because Shiva decapitated him. But I was just thinking, why an elephant head? Wasn't his head right there on the ground? Why couldn't he just reattach his original head? I like,
I mean, this is
like,
this is a good question, which I really don't have the answer. I'm not a
I'm like,
expert
it's
on the
right there.
Vedic
Why?
texts or you know, attached to the stories too much, you know. So some Indian who's watching this out post in the comments why Lord
Yeah,
Ganesha
why?
has an elephant head and not a regular head. I mean, that's a good question. I don't really have an answer for
I'm
it, you
sorry.
know.
I don't know. I was just
The,
thinking it's right there. Why not reattach
the,
it? I'm
the,
like,
the I mean, that's the logical way to think of it, but yeah, I'm not sure, you know. A
I know.
lot of
Then
people say like, "Oh, Ved, your name is Vedagurudev. Oh, you know about the Vedic text?" No, that's not why I have the name Ved. I don't know, and I'm not a Vedic scholar. I'm not. I don't know the stories. My guru is named Vedananda. He co-signs me. That's why I'm named Vedagurudev. He gave me name Diksha in the caves of the Himalayan mountains. Vedananda, Vedagurudev.
there
Clearing
you
up,
go.
clearing it up. Let me stretch my feet one
Yeah,
second.
stretch out. Do windshield wipers pose.
Windshield wipers, windshield wipers.
Yeah.
So if you have a question, post it in the YouTube comments.
Yes.
We have some pretty good questions. Cleared up a lot of stuff today.
Yeah, we did. I thought this was really healing.
It's
I,
just
I have
really healing. Go
no
ahead.
judgment here. Not at the Kriya
No
Yoga School.
judgment. No judgment.
So I was the swastika symbol. It's in
Hmm.
Hindu, and it's become such a ugly symbol. But what does the swastika originally come from, and what is its true meaning and the science of that symbol, if you know?
Yeah, the swastik is a symbol mostly associated with Lord Ganesha for like removal of all obstacles,
Oh,
wealth and prosperity. So it's like good luck. So you see it on a lot of ashrams and a lot of spiritual places in India. So they the Germans kind of hijacked that yantra, which doesn't surprise me. A lot of people have hijacked a lot of yantras because they carry God, divine energy, and the geometric symbol that projects that energy, right? So they would say the yantra is like a God in the geometric form. So it's the same energy, but carried in a geometric pattern instead of like a statue pattern or photo pattern, you know? So some people have
nice.
seen the the inner power and try to hijack that power, but these powers, in my perception, can only be used to uplift people and not hurt people. So you're wasting your time with that. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess they try. But yeah, like yeah, I have on my yagna, I have the swastik. You know, the real Indian swastik. It's like metal, right? People's like, oh, that's a Nazi symbol, and I was like, no, it's not. You know,
But
like
it's actually something really beautiful.
yeah, it's really something beautiful that they kind of hijacked and put the wrong perception on it. You know, so
Hmm.
if you
Yeah.
if you use any yantra correctly with the right energy, with positivity and love, you can never go wrong, you know? So don't let anybody stop you using from any yantra, you know? So I would say, but yeah, there's been a lot of yantras that have been hijacked and used for the wrong reasons. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like the triangles up and the triangle down, which they say is the Star of David, but that's been a yantra they've been using in Hindu tradition for thousands of years, way before the state of Israel was even thought of. So there's many examples of this. So
Yeah.
if it makes you feel good, use it. If it doesn't feel right, makes you feel uncomfortable, don't use it. I mean, that's the simplest answer to a long question.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, no matter what anybody says about a yantra, if it makes you feel uncomfortable or like not good, then it's probably a bad yantra. You know, if it uplifts you and you like looking at it, like I personally love the Sri Yantra. I love looking at this,
Yeah, I do too.
64 triangles, how they interlace, the bindu in the middle, everything about it is great, right? So no matter what anybody says about the Sri Yantra, I don't believe nothing they say because it uplifts me. So if you love the Sri Yantra, you know, I'm a fan of the Sri Yantra. I have the Sri Yantra 3D form, the pyramid. I have it in the picture form. You know, you made a painting for our school
Yeah.
of the Sri Yantra all day, every day. So if somebody says that's a symbol of the ego or lower frequencies or malevolent beings, astral parasites, or whatever, I don't believe it because it uplifts me. So whatever symbol uplifts you, that is the greatest symbol. Whatever symbol makes you feel uncomfortable or doesn't sit well with you, that symbol's no good, you know? So
Yeah, I
use
was
your
really
own
drawn to that.
discernment
It's beautiful.
to pick which symbols work best for you.
Yeah.
Use your own discernment to see what Kriya Yoga is best for you. Use your own discernment for everything.
Yeah.
You lead with your soul. That's what I'll say. Your soul is never going to lie to you. You know, like it doesn't matter what I say or what anybody else says or what's written in book. Lead with your soul and use your own discernment. Let your soul shine in the forefront. All the other distractions, put them in the background. Lead with your soul. Believe your soul 100% of the time.
It never lies.
It never lies to you.
MB has a question. He says, or I don't know if you're a girl or a boy. Is Kundalini going from the Muladhara chakra and up to the crown and then out of the body? Prana is different to Kundalini.
Yeah, so the Kundalini, yogis would say the golden serpent, the Kundalini, is dormant in your root chakra, your Muladhara, right? So they say it sleeps there. So it basically, to make a long story short, it uncoils up your Sushumna Nadi, your spine, unblock, you know, go through all 7 of your chakras, and then they say the Kundalini opens its hood on your crown, right? So is prana different from the kundalini? Yeah, prana is different. So your kundalini is like your subtle dormant energy, and your prana is subtle dormant energy, but your kundalini is more dynamic and more profound, and your prana is more nourishment from the atmosphere that you collect in your body. So my guru didn't like to blow out candles, right? So when we would go to like an ashram or anything, we would wave the candle. We wouldn't blow it because he didn't want to waste the collected pranayama that he collected from the atmosphere. So when yogis are in nature, they're collecting prana, and they're collecting it in their body to nourish their body. That's why they don't have to eat so much. That's why they get nourishment from the prana in the atmosphere. So the prana is basically, yogic breath work is collecting your prana and controlling your prana. So pranayama means controlling the prana in your body. So it's pranayama is more like breath, like we control our prana through the practice of pranayama, and kundalini is more of a, how would I put this? A dormant, profound energy that, if awakened properly, is very profound. But yeah, it's they would say your kundalini sleeps in your root chakra, your muladhara, and once you awaken it with the proper sound syllables, which we show in our Kriya Yoga school, it slowly and gently uncoils up your spine or your Sushumna Nadi, piercing all 7 chakras. So that's what I would say. But if you're going to awaken your Kundalini, please slowly and gently.
Yeah.
And if you need assistance, join our Kriya Yoga school. We have a great, profound class unblocking the 7 chakras. We give you the sound syllables and everything. So
Mariana has a question. Vedagurudev, please, could you elaborate what exactly is Maha Kumbh Mela celebration?
Oh, the Maha Kumbh Mela. So
yeah,
the Maha Kumbh Mela is a super huge celebration in India, which all spiritual traditions conglomerate on one area, which is millions of sadhus, agoris, swamis, yogis, everybody. If you are walking the spiritual path, you all come and rub holy ash over each other, swim in the river, puja, yagna. I mean, endless celebration. So, and I think it concludes on Mahashivarachi. So, like, that is the big grand finale, right? All the praise to Lord Shiva. So,
yeah,
yeah, it's I can't even explain it. It's the Woodstock of spiritual traditions in India, but bigger than Woodstock. Millions of people, like all spiritual traditions breaking bread together, which is a beautiful thing, right?
yeah,
But it's chaotic.
yeah.
I mean, anytime you get 1 million people, or maybe more than 1 million people, and coming together in one place, it's
yeah.
everything everywhere. It's music. It's puja. It's celebration. It's yagna. It's everything. It's rubbing vibhuti, kumkum, mantra japa, bhajans, bhakti, kirtan, everything. Right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and it's good to see people of all traditions come together, right? Like no barriers, no judgment. My football team is better than your football team. You love God, I love God. Let's celebrate the glory of God. Whatever name you call God, what difference does it make? We celebrate the glory of God, you know? Tomato, tomato, right? You wear orange robe, I wear a white satin clothes. You know, what difference does it make? We all love God. Let's party, you know, something like that. Let's sing some songs, you know. and
So you've been,
it's good too because it's like there's a practice of what's called pasad or pasadum, right? Where my food is your food, right? I don't care if you're Buddhist, Sadhu, Agori, you know. It's a sharing of everything, right? My food is your food. Let's say it like that, which is beautiful, right? My ash is your ash, right? So, you know, you got some ash, Agori, or you need ash? I got you, you know, like let's pour it all over me, right? So I respect that. It's like a super unlimited love fest. Let's say it like that. I love you. Oh, I'm a Buddhist. Doesn't matter. Love you the same. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Right, right. If you love God, we love you. Whatever name you call God, what difference does it make? You carry divine energy. We love you wholeheartedly, right? We love all spiritual traditions. And I think that's a beautiful thing of Kriya Yoga too. Like if you go to Lake Shrine, SRF, in Pacific Palisades in California, USA, they have shrines set up for each spiritual tradition, right? Even though we're Kriya yogis, we love Babaji, we love Kriya Yoga, we love them all. We still recognize and we respect Christianity, Buddhism, Muslim, whatever you call God, it all goes to the same place. So we love you wholeheartedly. And even though we're Kriya yogis, we have a special sanctuary for you and your spiritual tradition where you could praise whatever incarnation of God you praise also.
yeah.
So as a Kriya yogi, we love all spiritual traditions. I'll say it like that. So yeah, the Kumbh Mela is a great gathering of millions of spiritual traditions all in one place. And it's a super God love fest, let's say.
What time of year does that usually happen?
It's not every year.
Oh,
They
okay.
do the one that I think the one they did this year was in February. It lasts usually about a month or ends on Mahashivarachi. So the Maha Kumbh Mela is every 12 years, and I think every 3 years they do it in different parts in India too. So,
Okay.
but mostly the places they do it is by the river, and they go in the river. They float their statues in the river, and yeah, so it has all to do with the Ganges River and different rivers in India. So it depends. The last one was the Maha Kumbh Mela, which is every 12 years. So that was a super special one.
And did you get to experience that, or was it the wrong time? Were you able to experience
Yes,
it?
I
Oh,
experienced it.
okay. Wow.
So yeah. So I speak from experience.
Wow. I don't know. That sounds amazing. Like a shock to your soul. It does sound like Woodstock for your soul. A lot of
uh,
a lot of energy.
I wish I could have been there this year, but I had many Kriya Yoga cups to fill up,
Yeah.
So there's work to be done on the front line, I wish them all the best,
Yeah.
sending spiritual energy to all of them, which you probably don't need. A million people chanting Om at one time, super Om, right?
Yeah.
so
Ugh.
they have too much spiritual energy over there for sure, right?
I don't see any questions, so I'll go to one of my questions. I don't know if water holds memory. What about blood? What is the spiritual power of blood? And I don't know why do we have these blood rituals? The power of blood. I don't know. And is there such a thing as having a spiritual bloodline, or is that nonsense?
I mean, spiritual bloodline, they would say parampara, lineage, yogic tradition. I mean, they would say so, you
Okay.
know. I mean, I don't know. It depends how much you're attached to the ritual aspect. Does that make a difference? To some people, it does. Some people, they're beyond that. So, would it make a difference in your inner work? Probably not, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not going to do the inner work, it doesn't matter what lineage you were born into or what parampara you have. If you're not doing the inner work, it's doesn't matter, right? So I would say the most important thing besides lineage or parampara and all this authentic is you doing your own inner work, because none of that's going to help you unless you do the inner work. As far as blood, yeah, it has symbolism, like I went to one temple or ashram, and a certain time of the year, the water turns red, and they would say Kali is menstruating in the
Oh.
temple because so they have a lot of symbol. They would say Kali wants blood, right? Or
Oh.
there's
Okay.
certain traditions who like to offer blood to Kali. Me personally, not really. Uh, it's good. It's a good ritual or a good story, but like I've actually saw the temple where they, it was red, but I don't, I
Yeah.
don't know if you resonate with that, then it's great. If it doesn't resonate with you, then it's just a cool story to tell. So I would say your blood carries water, so it's the same type of thing. Speak to your
Memory.
body nicely and always uplift yourself. Don't lower yourself. Always uplift you. In Kriya Yoga, all our practices are going from the lower chakras to the higher chakras. Always up, always up, Uh, I saw a good Babaji quote. It was like, climb the ladder up to bliss or climb the ladder down to ignorance. Up to you. So
Oh.
we're always trying to climb the ladder up. We're not trying to take the elevator down. We're trying to take the elevator up. So I would always say talk nice to your blood, your water, everything in your body, because your body's always listening to you. And when you resonate your body with the correct bija or the correct sound syllables, you're vibrating that, and it's almost like the cells in your body are starting to light up, right?
Yeah.
So it's always important to elevate yourself and talk good to yourself, so you don't go the ladder down to ignorance. You take the ladder up to bliss. So I would always say blood, water, flesh, hair, anything in your body, always talk nice to it.
Yes.
You have to be your own cheerleader, and if you're not going to cheer yourself up, who else is, right? So
Nobody.
lead by example. Always let your soul shine, right? Always be that guiding light or that lighthouse to uplift everybody, right? Stick your chest out and I am yogi, shine. Let your soul shine, turn on your headlights, be that lighthouse. You
Oh.
never know who's out there that needs that guiding light.
Um, so I have to get going. I don't know, but I have 15 minutes, so I could keep. I don't know if you wanted to keep going. I could keep this open, and I'll be back in 40 minutes. If I don't want to go, but I need to pick up my husband.
Well, it's okay. I think we pretty much covered everything we need to
Okay.
cover. And I mean, if anybody has any last minute questions, just make it
Yes.
short and sweet. We'll try to get to it before Veronica has to go. But yeah, I think this has been a pretty profound
It
satsang.
has been.
It started out pretty rough, but we got it together.
Yeah, we persevere. We're gonna have this no matter what.
I'm gonna leave that beginning part.
Yeah.
I want people to see like life happens to Vedagurudev
Yeah.
also, right? I'm just not this blissed out yogi that don't have any obstacles or any resistance or blockages. I go through it too, you know? Happens to
Yeah.
me too.
I have one question. These kriyas help develop intuition and possibly other CDs.
Yeah, absolutely. So the more you raise your vibration, the more you, how would my guru say, the radio signal becomes clearer, right? There's no static. So all these kriyas we're doing, where we're clearing out the static, we're clearing out the distractions, so we have a clear aligned connection to divinity. So that's basically how you get heightened intuition, and the answers come to you easily. You clear out all the boxes and all the trash that don't serve you in the present moment, and you have a clear radio signal to your inner divinity. And CTs are like a byproduct of practicing Kriya yoga or doing your sadhana. So these CDs like levitation or clairvoyance or bilocation, or they just happen. They're not something you could have on demand. Maybe some people can, but this takes years of practice. So it's almost like a byproduct. So say I was doing my sadhana, my yogic practice, and when I was meditating, I started to levitate. It's just something that happens. It's not something it's not a goal. It's not the end goal. The more end goal would be Satchinanda, self-realization, God realization, this type of stuff. So these CDs just kind of happen. And if a CD happens, you kind of realize like, what would I do with that? Like, okay, that was a good confirmation, but it's not the end all be all. My guru used to say, who wants CDs? Short answer, the ego. Long answer, nobody. So it's never a goal in the Kriya yoga practice to get CD. It's just something that kind of happens, like a byproduct, like a confirmation or a signpost that you're on the right path.
Nice. I think I have a good question to end this. How do you recognize a beautiful soul without looking at their outer appearance? What makes a soul beautiful outshine another soul? Something you can't hide.
You just feel another soul's energy, like loving, blissful energy. It feels good, like a breath of fresh air, or it's just like a smile on a baby's face, or a sunset over the ocean. It's like, yeah, finally, in this war zone, this minefield of lower frequency beings, there's somebody who gets it. And like I told the story one time before, me and my guru were walking through a market. We saw this guy, he was selling fish, and he just had this outer glow. And he saw our glow, and we saw his glow. I looked at my guru. I was like, "Do you see it?" He's like, "I see it." And we just started laughing. No words were said. Just laughing. I see you, beautiful soul. You see me, beautiful soul. Let's enjoy being beautiful souls. It's hard out here. There are very few souls shining. So let's shine as bright as we can together, as much as we can. So there was not even any words said. It was just a love festival of shining souls, I would say.
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at it too. Sometimes you walk through a place, and I would say in my case, it's more new souls, like innocent souls like babies or like younger children who haven't been corrupted or conditioned by the Maya delusional world. So I see it all the time, and I see many times when I go to like the grocery store, the supermarket, the 7-Eleven, whatever, a baby would just stare at me, and they'll stare. I'll walk and they'll stare at me the whole time. And the baby's mother would be like, "Why are you staring at that person so much?" They get it and I get it, and it's not really meant for anybody else, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I see you and you see me, you know? High five, winning Super Bowl team, you know? Winning team, enlightened souls shine, you know? So that's the way I like to look at it. So anytime you see it, it's like a good confirmation that you're on the right path, and you like to see other people traveling the right path also, you know? So
That makes me think maybe babies are born with like their chakras are all open, but then the Maya world like shuts them down. I don't know that
I would
we come.
I would say 100%. In my case, for
Yeah.
sure. You know, like my guru used to say, Vedagurudev, you're a master of distraction. Your whole life you've been distracted. So go back to zero when you were a child and you had no distractions. You were just happy playing in the sun, you know? You spent your whole life collecting all this junk that doesn't serve you. Throw it all away and go back to zero when you were an innocent soul like a child. So for sure, I would say the conditioning, the delusion of the Maya world puts that veil, that curtain over your true divine nature. So once you get too far down the road, it takes a little bit of practice to throw all that junk away and go back to zero, but
Yeah.
it's highly possible.
I don't know if you sell your soul. I don't know. Can you get it back? And do you think the Kriya Yoga School could help like rebuild your soul, or once you sell your soul, it's done? Like,
I would say it's never over. In my
okay.
case, I've done a lot of stuff in the years I've been on earth that I'm not proud of, you know. Uh, but I would say it's always possible to pivot and change course and change direction and realize the divine oneness, and all these things you think serve you don't serve you. They're just, your car doesn't define your soul. It's just a piece of metal. Your bank account is just a bunch of ones and zeros on a piece of paper. It does not define your soul. So if you realize the ultimate truth that none of these things that people say you should identify with don't define your soul, then you'll be in the right place. And there's always time. There's always hope. So most of these sitas, they were always trying to extend their life, to go as far down the path as possible. And I subscribe to that philosophy also. So I try to do the best I can every day, wake up with a smile on my face, being as loving as possible to everybody, all sentinel beings, human, animal, trees, nature, birds, everything, you know, and enjoy as much as possible. So that way I think you could never go wrong. But there's
Nice.
hope for everybody. And if you want to take the lightning path, join our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. We'll get to work today. So
Yes.
you can make up for lost time, and you don't have to. You could get off the hamster wheel and not have to reincarnate over and over and over again. That's what most people do. They don't pivot. They don't change course. They keep doing the same thing that got them nowhere, and over and over, lifetime, life at the lifetime. But if you can pivot and change course and try something new, let's get to work at the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. So if you want, book a call with me, Kriya Yoga Masterclass. If you are brand new to Kriya Yoga and you have no knowledge of it, but it resonates with you, go to our free Kriya Yoga School, freekriyayoga.com. 100% free. We're not going to try to upsell you or nothing. We just want you to be the best person you could be. But if you have some basic knowledge about Kriya Yoga, you follow some yogis on YouTube, or you read some books, and you want to start Kriya Yoga today with no dogma, no rules, no regulation, I promise I show you Maha Mudra day one, and you don't have to wait a year for some more Kriyas. Hundreds of Kriyas there. Every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2-hour weekly class where we go over the techniques. You could ask me any question you want live in real time. Bi-monthly Holy Yagna Fire, burning away all your problems. You have any health problems, money problems, family problems, emotional problems, send them to me, burn them up in the fire every new moon and every full moon. And we have a very interactive classes, a lot of videos. And yeah, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have this Satsang. Usually goes 3 to 4 hours. And yeah, we'll answer all your questions wholeheartedly and just be the best person you could be.
MB says he wants to go to the Himalayas one day. I do too.
I think we all aspire to go to the Himalayan mountains one day. I aspire to return home one day to my cave in the Himalayan mountains. But help as many people as possible with the opportunity I have here. And yeah, hopefully we all can go to the Himalayan mountains one day on Yatra, which is pilgrimage to the Himalayan mountains. It'd be my true blessing to help people to go to the Himalayan mountains and return to the Himalayan mountains. And if you join our Kriya Yoga School, paid or free, you'll see pictures of me in the Himalayan mountains every week. All right.
Yes. You have the receipts.
I have the receipts.
Well, this was a great conversation. This is really profound. So I can't wait till next week.
So next week, same time, same channel. See everybody next week. So yeah, so you have all the information. Free Kriya Yoga School, paid Kriya Yoga School, book a call. So with that said, we'll wrap up our, I guess this was our 46, maybe 47, 46 satsang here at the Kriya Yoga School, May 28th, 2025. Sending peace and blessings to all people of all spiritual traditions all around the world out there. I'll now end with the Shanti Universal Peace Mantra, sending peace and love to all people all around the world. Om Shanti, 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 Shalom. Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Om Spirit Swami Kami Amen Amen Omen Selah
Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo.